Fans, we'd like to remind you that tonight, somebody in section 108, or the entire section of 108, could win queso from Taco Mac if the Bulls can score 4 or more goals in the game. Taco Mac's going to give out free queso.
Same teams, different night, different referee. It's a new night here at the Pelham Civic Complex for the Quad City Storm and the Birmingham Bulls. Last night, the Bulls jumped out to a quick and decisive 4-0 lead in the first period, cruised the rest of the way for a 5-1 win. Last night, Quad City pulls their goaltender, inserts Bailey Birkin for Brett Moran. Moran is not available tonight for Quad City. I have no word if it was a sickness, illness, injury, or what have you, but nonetheless, they'll have a backup emergency goaltender on the bench, usually the one who suits up for Birmingham, Zach Denny. Tonight will be the emergency backup for Quad City for the Storm. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jody Chernesky, and tonight, at least for a little while, I'll be alone. The first 2 periods I've been told by Greg Drevity, my partner, is he's next door coaching the University of Alabama hockey team play against South Carolina, the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, and I peeked my head around the corner a second ago, and the second I opened the door, South Carolina scored a goal, and they were up 1-0 on Alabama. So let's not tell him I jinxed him a little bit. But nonetheless, he promised to join me for the third period, but he said that last year, too, when this game went on, and he came to the booth with about 4 minutes to go in the game. So up front, I apologize. I'm sure many of you would much rather hear Greg's insight instead of the insanity I throw your way. Last night I kind of overdid a little bit. We apologize at least up front for the words I had about maybe the officiating or lack thereof, whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, that's who I am. I try not to hide behind anything. At least you'll know how I feel and what I think. The Bulls and Storm face each other for the last time this regular season. They won't meet again unless that's in the playoffs. Both previous meetings, Birmingham won both. Back the first meeting on December 21st, a 6-3 win, and again, as I said last night, a 5-1 win for the Bulls. Again, tonight, 3 Bulls players, Dylan Radin, Tucker Firth, and to a lesser degree, Eric Atchison, get another opportunity to show Craig Simchuk and Kevin Kerr what they can offer this team between now and April. I've said it once and I'll say it again. No matter what, a win tonight is 2 points. A win in April goes a long way. What you're looking for are players who can win in April. Nice to have them to score goals or do what needs to be done to win in January, February, and March. But you need players to win in April, and that's a different kind of hockey player entirely than a regular season hockey player. Case in point, I mentioned last night the Tkachuk brothers in the NHL, Chris Nyland, even to go back to Jeremy Roenick. The players that you notice in April, you don't really notice as much in January. The ones who leave everything on the line, the ones who go into the corner looking for the puck and come out with it, the ones who stand in front of the net and take abuse not only from the defenseman and the goalie, but the puck hitting them as well. Those are the players you win with in April, when it matters, when it counts. And that is what chance Dylan Radin, Tucker Firth, and Eric Atchison have coming into the night to show that they at least can be that type of player that not only the Bulls, but every SPHL team is looking for. Tonight's Star Wars night at the Pelham Civic Complex is, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but we're being treated by goodness knows what. To be honest with you, full disclosure here, I've never seen one Star Wars movie, not one. And I was laughed at tonight when I admitted that I had never seen it, and had to make a promise that I would go back at least some point in time before now in the playoffs and watch all of them. I have no idea how many movies there are, but I'll go back and watch. This just never really interested me, to be quite honest with you. All right, tonight, Hayden Stewart will get the call in net. He got the call last night, only gave up 1 goal. Hayden Stewart is just having an incredible season. Not only is he leading goals against, He's leading the league in save percentage. He leads the league in wins and shots against. He's just done it all. That's great, but it also makes me a little nervous. And the reason it makes me nervous is last year's backup, Austin Watts, what really was the number one goalie last year. Stewart was the backup. Watts is still on the injured reserve. We have Jordan Atherton as our backup right now, but as of right now, Hayden Stewart's getting most of the work. You don't want to see anybody overworked, ridden like a donkey, and be out of juice come April. And you also definitely don't want anyone taking a puck in the glove hand the wrong way and breaking a finger or two. So it makes me nervous, but nonetheless, that's what we have. We'll also, after tonight, we'll take one day off. That's tomorrow. And then Monday, we'll have a Monday afternoon matinee game. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But we'll take a break real quick. Let me get a drink of water here and get set for action. Jody Chernesky here, Birmingham Bulls Hockey, set to be Quad City at Birmingham. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls Hockey. Jody Chernesky back here at the Pelham Civic Complex. We're about 2 minutes away from opening night. Face off, a nice crowd filing into the complex tonight for Star Wars night. Last week we had a hard sellout. It's going to be pushing that again this week for a Saturday night hockey game. We're getting set for some weather here in Alabama next week. I'm not quite sure. I was just told that snow and ice will be coming in on Monday or Tuesday. That may have an effect on the Monday afternoon hockey game we have scheduled here. I don't know. But nonetheless, after living 5 years in Canada, I swore if I never saw another snowflake again, it would be fine with me. I can't stand the cold weather. I'd much rather it be 100 degrees than 35, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, that's what we're faced with. As both teams come out on the ice, we're about set for our national anthem. Tonight's referees, a little different than last night, at least the referee in it itself. Jason Morty will be the referee tonight. His linesmen, same as last night, Jesse Burns and Daniel Iannello. In net for the Quad City Storm, Bailey Birkin. Record of 3 wins, 3 losses, no ties, no shootout losses, no overtime losses. 3.20 goals against average and a .907 save percentage. For Birmingham, as I stated before, Hayden Stewart will get the nod in net, a record of 15-2, 1 and 3. Goals against average stellar of 1.68 and a save percentage of 9.41. And we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem.
Celia Knox for the singing of our national anthem, brought to you by the Flooring Gurus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Stirring rendition of the national anthem. It still gives me goosebumps to hear that old Canada, to be honest with you, when done right. Starting tonight for Quad City on defense, Alex Palmerville. He'll be paired up with Elliott St. Pierre up front, Nicola Levesque, Michael Moran, and Scotty Coash. For Birmingham defensively, Tucker Firth will be paired with Ryan Romeo, my granddaughter's favorite player. 5-year-old girl loves Ryan Romeo. Had a chance to meet his parents. We'll get into that a little later on as well. Up front for the Bulls, Troy McTavish, along with Dylan Radin, the new Bulls, and Matt Wiesner. I'm told Matt Wiesner's parents, or some part of his family, is in town tonight. I don't know if anyone in his family, or for that matter, anyone in the Birmingham Bulls family may be listening to tonight's game. But if you are, technology can be a wonderful thing at times. Other times it can be a terrible thing. But tonight, I would love to meet anybody that's a family member of one of the Birmingham Bulls players. So if you have access to texting or calling or what have you, if you know that some of the players' families are here, please make sure that you at least drop them a message. Tell them to come by the television radio booth, introduce themselves. I would love to meet them. Love to meet them. It's always fun to meet players' families. I had a chance to do that last night with Ryan Romeo's parents. I think his uncle as well. But either way, if you can help me out with that, that would be great. I'm right at center ice. Top row, just tell them to come by and see me in between periods sometime. We're about set for action here. Puck about to be dropped for Birmingham. McTavish on the draw. Birmingham wearing special jerseys tonight. It looks like Darth Vader on the front of their jerseys. I'm a hockey purist. I believe in home jerseys and road jerseys. But I also know that a lot of people like these specialty jersey nights in Birmingham. Saluting Star Wars tonight. Darth Vader on the front. They'll be dressed in black. Quad City in white, and we're underway as Birmingham taps one in deep into the Quad City zone. Birkin will play it around the boards, but not out. Romeo keeps it alive. It'll come near side. Played by Levesque. He chips one out through center ice, back into the Bulls zone. Chipped it in just before getting to that center ice stripe, so an icing is called on Quad City 22 seconds into the game. Face-off will come back into the Storm zone. Birmingham changing lines now. They'll come out with Nikita Kozarev, Drake Glover, Scott Donahue defensively. Joey Kolatarsi had a great game last night, +3 and a couple of points, along with Carson Vance off the draw. Quad City controls. They'll try and bank one off the boards. It gets to Moran, and back comes Quad City. He'll dump it deep into the Bull zone. Off of a player in front. Drake Glover will pick the loose puck up, send it cross ice for Kozarev. One man back. Kozarev looks for a place to go. In the corner, puts the brakes on. Back for Kolatarsi. A shot on a one-timer goes wide. I'm not sure Birkin even saw it. Now Kozarev whips one around the boards near side. Kolatarsi keeps it alive. Donahue, along with St. Pierre, fighting for it. The puck comes free to center ice, and Kolatarsi will set it up for the Bulls. 1 minute gone, no score. Birmingham and Quad City. Puck in the Quad City zone. Dylan Fournier has it for Quad City. Sets it up near side for Seacoast. Tommy Seacoast through center ice. Has Golka there. Seacoast goes down. I believe Golka actually is the one who put his own man down. It's played now by Chase Carter. Carter sends one for Jonathan Pace. Ahead through center ice. Off of Sinclair. Two players, Seacoast and Sinclair, go down. Not related to each other. They just fell. Jonathan Pace now has it for Chase Carter. Ahead for Carson Rose. His parents are in town. I had a chance to talk to them as well. Dylan Johnson with a shot. Never made it through. Sinclair tried to gain control, couldn't do it. Wiesner keeps it alive for Birmingham. Birkin out of his net, stops in that trapezoid. He'll leave it. Wiesner in front, intercepts. There's Romeo. Takes the shot. Save made. Wiesner had a deflection, but it goes wide. Now Atchison down low, along with Fournier for Quad City fighting for the puck. Atchison comes out with it. Near face-off circle. Atchison back at the point first for Romeo. His shot hit by Marcin Kavics now. Wiesner picks the loose puck up. Save is made, though, by Birkin off the shot from Wiesner, and Quad City clears. Ryan Romeo in his own zone. Backs away from the forechecking of Marcin Kavics. Sends it far side. It's intercepted by Moran. Quad City keeps it alive. Marcin Kavics has it. Romeo hits him. Marcin Kavics goes down, and Romeo, much to the chagrin of my granddaughter, is going to go off the ice for a holding penalty. So 2 minutes, 36 seconds into this contest. Quad City will go on the power play. First one of the night for either team as Romeo goes off for holding. No argument from there from anybody. It was pretty clear. Last night, Quad City's only goal came on the power play. Coming into tonight's contest, Quad City's power play, not bad, fourth in the league. They scored 18 power play goals, a success rate of 21%. On the penalty kill, Birmingham, second overall in the league, have given up 12 power play goals, including the one last night, and 85% success rate. Off the draw, Marcin Kavics has it, near face-off circle. He'll go down low, dips it back for Golka. His shot well wide. I'm not sure if maybe it was a pass, looking for a deflection. Now Palmerville in front. Marcin Kavics has it. His shot goes through the crease. Quad City couldn't get a stick on the puck. Now Palmerville has it, near boards. Palmerville plays it, tries to get it into the corner, couldn't do it. Birmingham, a good job defensively, intercepts, and they'll send it down the length of the ice. 16:45 to go, first period, a minute 20 in the power play for Quad City. Alex Palmerville gives it to Trevor Momot. Brings it into the Bull zone. Couldn't get around Chase Carter. He comes behind that big hit there by Carter. Loose puck now picked up by Quad City. They'll keep it alive. Shot goes through the crease, and Carter lifts the puck and sends it down the ice. Back comes Quad City. Fournier ahead for Momot. Half of Dylan Fournier's points, 18 of them, have came on the power play. He is definitely a defenseman with a power play special. Down, Fournier has the puck just inside the blue line. Looks for a shot. Gives it back. Save made in front of Virgili's shot. It got away from Stewart. Birmingham clears. Now Fournier in his own zone. Back skates. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the Quad City power play. Fournier waits for some help. Gives it to Patrick's Marcin Kavics. Small but quick. Sends one deep out of his net. Stewart, look out. Lost it to Golka. He couldn't get a handle on the puck and almost coughed it up. Now Carson Vance has it, and he just sends one down through center ice. Gloved by Fournier, and we're down to 5 seconds to go in the power play for Quad City. They'll have a chance for one more shot. Marcin Kavics sends it far side. There's Seacoast's shot, deflected into the netting and out of play, and Birmingham successfully kills off that penalty with 15:19 to go here in the first period of play. No score. Birmingham currently at this point out shooting Quad City 3-1 with the face-off in the Bull zone. Last night I had mentioned the first 5 minutes of this game probably would set the tone for this game, and I thought Quad City would come out and maybe play a little bit more physical than they have. Maybe with the subtraction of a goaltender, only having one capable, they've changed their plan somewhat as the offside is called on the Bulls. Last night it started to get a little squirrely. And a lot of that now, Donahue, here we go. As soon as I said that, Palmerville gives Donahue a face wash with that left glove. Donahue in front of the Quad City bench just trying to get out of there. What I was trying to say last night, Birmingham definitely had the game under control. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Quad City came in and tried to send the message for tonight, playing a little bit more physical, a little bit more hard hitting. I thought that would kind of squeal over and spill over into this first 5 minutes of the game, but it hasn't so far, at least until that point. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. Michael Moran tips one into the Bull zone, giving chase. Joey Kolatarsi tried to get it to Kozra. It bounced over his stick. Now shot taken, save made, rebound, score! Virgili got his own rebound, a shot from just inside the blue line. Stewart made the save initially, but he could not control the rebound. Bounced off his stick right to Philippe Virgili, who drew the puck back just a tad and buried it. Quad City takes an early 1-0 lead. That one at 5:12 of the first period of play. We'll get the assist in a moment here, but for Virgili, that's his third goal of the season. Even strength goal, giving Quad City a 1-0 lead. Now right off the bat, Rose knocks down a clearing pass by Birkin, who the goaltender tried to clear himself. Now it's loose along the near boards, cleared. Here comes Lindbergh. Here's the call of the goal.
Philippe Virgili, the assist, number 11, Alex Palmerville, and number 61, Michael Moran. Goal scored at 5:12.
Palmerville and Moran on the assist on the Virgili goal. Birmingham, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Has the puck in the Quad City zone in front. Nice feed there from Carson Rose on Atchison, but he couldn't get the shot off. Now it's loose behind the Quad City net, picked up by Lundqvist. Wiesner watches him. Philippe Lundqvist waits for some help. Moran comes in. Lundqvist sends one far down looking for Emhoff. Couldn't find it. Stewart out of his net plays it, so no icing. Now Chase Carter gives it for Jonathan Pace ahead for Wiesner. Wiesner sends a cross-ice pass. Shot, save made, a nice one off the pad. Now Carter takes the rebound in front. We're going to have a penalty. This was probably going to be on Birmingham. Goaltender interference as Moran now has a bear hug right in the crease of Quad City. Bailey Birkin skates away as Momont corralled McTavish, who had crashed into Bailey Birkin. And I thought the original call would go on McTavish for goalie interference. The arm went up. Now Momont is into the box as well. We may wind up having coincidental minors here, but if I'm not mistaken, the original call would have went to McTavish of Birmingham for goaltender interference. Momont and McTavish in the box. That call comes at 6:24 of the first period. As we wait on the referee to make the call, both minors are listed on the board, one for Momont, one for McTavish. One maybe for goaltender interference, the other for roughing. As Glover comes back across to explain to the coaching staff, both Kevin Kerr and Craig Simchuk of the Bulls. We'll wait for the call. But it looks like we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey here for a couple of minutes unless another call is made. Now Moran goes to the box. We may have 5-on-5. 4 Birmingham skaters out. 5 for Quad City, so Birmingham may have got the extra minor.
2 minutes for roughing. Number 91, Trevor Momont. 2 minutes for roughing. Birmingham penalty number 18, Troy McTavish. 2 minutes for goaltender interference. Number 18, Troy McTavish. 2 minutes for goaltender interference. Time of all penalties, 6:24.
So we'll be 4-on-4 hockey. Coincidental minors, one for goalie interference, which was the original call on McTavish, the other roughing on Momont. So it gets them out, at least now, open ice here. Birmingham a much quicker team. Here comes right off the bat. Sinclair poke checks it away from Fournier. Rose picks it up, cuts in front, couldn't get the shot off. This open ice favors Birmingham, no doubt. Rose can't get away from Lundqvist. Vance with a shot deflected by Sinclair, goes into the corner. Fought for along the near boards. Puck comes free right at that face-off circle. It's poked by Fournier. Good job by Pace to keep it alive. Behind the net, Rose plays it, lost it. And here comes Nick. That's Cole Golka through center ice. 3 Bulls back defensively. Easily takes it away. Back into the Quad City zone. Moran picks it up. Birmingham will change lines. Elliott St. Pierre drives it for Palmerville. Intercepted by Kolatarsi. Brings it in. That right there is called offside. But if you could look at a replay, I believe you would see that he was not offside. The referee or the linesman had to make the call. I get it. And nobody's perfect, but if a replay was involved, you would see there that probably Birmingham was definitely onside. Nonetheless, face-off outside the Quad City blue line. 12:33 to go first period. 58 seconds left on the Miners to McTavish of Birmingham and Momont of Quad City. Carson Vance in his own zone. Pressured there by Marcin Kavik. Sends it near side for Donahue's taken away from him. Marcin Kaviks leaves it for Moran. He takes a shot. Blocker save made by Stewart. Puck bounces all the way along the near boards here where Vance has it. He'll drop it back for Kolatarsi. Vance drives it for Glover. Kolatarsi now has it. Gives it up through center ice. Glover gains the zone. Draws it back for Vance. Down low again. Glover has it poked away from him by Birkin. Sent along the far boards. Moran catches up with it before Johnson, and he'll send it near side. Was played by Palmerville. Now Furr takes down Marcin Kaviks from behind. It really wasn't a hit, it was a shove. I believe Marcin Kaviks wanted to draw the penalty, but couldn't do it. Golka has both teams now back at full and even strength. Cole Golka drops it back. Shot by Virgili, the lone goal scorer of the game. Backhander, a weak one, gloved by Hayden Stewart. And he'll hold on for a face-off. Birmingham out shooting Quad City 7-4. But at this point, it feels as though Quad City is actually the one who is having a better go of it, so to speak, at this time. A little bit more in control. Face-off in the Bull zone. Birmingham will send out. Well, Wiesner was there for the draw. They toss him. Here comes Eric Atchison in his place. Puck drop, played by the Bulls. Big hit there along the boards. Birmingham comes up with the puck. Atchison loses it, though. Taken away. Here comes Virgili. Sends it for Elliott St. Pierre. In front, score! Cole Golka took the feed, beating the Birmingham defense. Puck was fed along right through the crease. Cole Golka was there, put his stick on the puck and deflected it in. Not a lot that Hayden Stewart could do about that. That's a defensive lapse on Birmingham's part. An excellent hustle. Wanting it a little bit more right now is Quad City. As I said, they seem to be taking the play to Birmingham now with at the 8:46 mark, or 8:44 mark, taking a 2-0 lead over Birmingham. Back to play. Here comes Quad City again. Marcin Kaviks through the slot, taken down by Carter. Loose puck picked up by Moran. He looked to center it. Couldn't do it. Birmingham clears.
Number 22, Tommy Seacoast, and number 17, Philippe Virgili. Time of the goal, 8:44 of the first period. Number 90, Cole Golka.
Golka picks up the goal. Virgili picks up his second point of the night. Now a shot taken by Rose. Pad save, rebound, loose. Near face-off circle, comes free. Sinclair gloved it, couldn't shoot it. Chase Carter tries to keep it in deep. Can't do it. Intercepted by Quad City. And Moran will take it and send it down into the Bull zone. Chase Carter tried to set it up for Dylan Johnson. Birmingham just looks a little off tonight. Not connecting with their passes, not getting the pucks loose that we did last night in the corner. And right now, Quad City's making the pay, up 2-0 over Birmingham. Behind the net, Quad City intercepts. Backhand save, rebound loose. Still loose in front. Birmingham tries to clear. Vance will pick it up. Far side spins and whips it around near side and out. Levesque actually keeps it in, played behind the net. Emoff and Kolatarsi going after it. Kolatarsi just ices the puck. No call. Donahue catches up with it first. A centering pass off the stick of Bailey Birkin. And now it's played back through center ice. If Birmingham's not careful, this game could get away from them quickly. Already down 2-0, and Quad City taking it to them, forechecking like crazy. Birmingham having all kinds of issues getting out of their own zone and maintaining control just there. Lost it through the neutral zone, picked up by Goka, and he'll dump it back into the Bull zone. On the boards there, played. Romeo there, taken away from him by Virgili. Firth in front, Virgili with it, holds on to it. Sends it far side, looking for Palmer. It'll bounce over his stick, so he'll have to retreat the zone. Played along that blue line of Birmingham, taken by McTavish. Wiesner had a fan at it, but he couldn't get it deep. Quad City takes it away. Ahead through center ice, Emoff hit there by Firth. Loose now picked up by Koash. He'll send it in deep where it's stopped by Hayden Stewart. Behind the net, Tucker Firth has it. Pressure there, forechecking of Koash causes a turnover right at the corner. Firth has to come back and hustle to pick it up. Birmingham will clear. McTavish loses it though. Levesque turns it right back in. Birmingham just cannot get things going offensively or defensively, and right now they're in danger of going down 3 behind the net. Romeo comes in along with Levesque and Firth, still loose. Comes to the near corner, played by Firth. Dangerous pass right through the slot, intercepted, penalty coming up. This is going to be an offensive zone penalty on Mason Emoff, but Tucker Firth got away with one there. He had the puck right beside his own net. Instead of spinning and shooting the puck off the boards, he threw it right through the slot. Quad City intercepted, had a shot. But fortunately for Birmingham, Mason Emoff will go off the ice, giving Birmingham his first power play of the night. And this one, even though it's early, we still had 8:08 to go here in the first period. This is kind of a big power play for Birmingham. They need to change the flow of this game right now solidly in favor of Quad City. Birmingham needs to put a few passes together, get control of the puck, get some offensive zone time, establish themselves in front of the crease, do something positive. We need a goal here. This next goal is going to be a big one. So we'll take a break here for a few seconds. 2-0 Quad City over Birmingham before the Bulls power play. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls Hockey. All right, Jody Chernesky back here at the Pelham Civic Complex, Birmingham, about to go on their first power play of the night. Quad City's had one. Birmingham's power play, second in the league. 18 power play goals so far for the Bulls. 25% success rate. Quad City has given up 16 power play goals, fifth in the league. But this is more about gaining a little bit control of yourself, playing a little bit more Birmingham Bulls style hockey. They need to get a few things going. Just a few passes and some offensive zone time would be good. Dylan Johnson drops it back for Romeo at the point. Watched by Seacoast for Dylan Johnson. Looking for a deflection, easily intercepted by Michael Moran, and he clears the zone. Romeo will take the puck from Stewart there. Romeo slowly through his own zone, watched by Moran. Gives it up. McTavish in ahead of the play was Johnson offside, and Birmingham once again can't seem to get out of its own way here in the first period. Power play for Birmingham, and we can't gain control offensively in the Quad City zone. McGregor Sinclair, Drake Glover, Nikita Kozarev out for Birmingham along with Vance and Rose. Bulls control the draw as Carson Vance with the puck. Drops it back for Rose. And he'll skate through center ice. Dumped in deep behind Burke, and he gets past him. Glover can't get a hold of the puck. Now it's played in the corner around the boards, and it'll clear. As Birmingham actually cleared the puck themselves. Carson Vance with it. Down to a minute 10 to go in the power play for Birmingham. Drops it back for Kozarev. Kozarev gains the zone. Pressure there by Seacoast. Loose along the boards. And Moran easily takes it and clears it. Out of his net, Stewart leaves it for Glover. We'll try once again. 50 seconds to go on this power play. Glover drops it for Carson Rose. Brings it into the Quad City zone. Cross-ice pass for Sinclair. Easily poked away from him by Fournier, and Birmingham just cannot get anything flowing whatsoever, even with a man advantage. Carson Vance, look out, almost had it taken away from him by Seacoast, and Birmingham can't get it in the zone. Near side play by Kozarev. He'll finally bring it in. Two players on him. He drives it for Rose. Far side pass. Vance, a shot easily gloved as Bailey Birkin saw it the entire way. He gloves it and holds on, electing not to play it. 6:25 to go here in the first period. Birmingham being outplayed as we speak by Quad City. With 17 seconds remaining on this power play for Birmingham. Face-off in the Storm zone. Quad City's done a great job of quieting the crowd down as well. Off the draw, Birmingham controls. Tucker Firth takes the shot, blocked defensively in front by Virgili. Now Wiesner plays it behind the net, centering pass taken by Romeo. Down to 5 seconds in the power play. Romeo looks for some traffic in front, sends one, gets past everyone, and Quad City will clear, and they've killed the penalty back at full strength. Tucker Firth had to hurry back and get it. Emoff back there races to take control of the puck first. Firth goes down. Emoff takes it away. Marcin Kavics plays it behind the net. Tried to set it up for Delaney, couldn't do it. Still played along the boards. Birmingham will finally get it at least to the blue line. Marcin Kavics intercepts. Wiesner intercepts. Hooks it up for McTavish. McTavish gets caught up where he had a chance for a breakaway, but he just could not get away from the Quad City defense. McTavish out of gas. Now Emoff brings it in. Emoff drops it back. There's a shot taken by Lundqvist. Goes wide of Stewart. McTavish has it in front of his own net. Backhands a pass. Look out. Here comes Jonathan Pace. Pace taken down by Birkin, and a good poke check by the goalie sent Pace head over heels. Back comes Quad City. Seacoast brings it into the zone, but offside is called on Quad City. At the very least, though, Birmingham finally doing some skating, getting something going as Jonathan Pace had an opportunity, as did McTavish on a breakaway. They caught up with McTavish. He didn't have a clear shot. Jonathan Pace, the defenseman, broke it into the zone. Bailey Birkin saw it was going to be clear, so he came out and poked it away. But at the very least, Birmingham finally getting something going as we're back to action, played by the Bulls. Glover sends it near side for Donahue. It's loose along the boards, played by Quad City back into the Bulls zone. Right at the blue line. Fought for in front of the Bulls bench. Levesque tried to poke it free. Birmingham's Chase Carter now with the puck, backs behind his own netminder. 4.5 to go, first period. Bulls trailing 2-0. Back comes McTavish through center ice, dumps it deep, whipped it around the boards. Wiesner comes in, hits Elliott St. Pierre. Loose puck played by Kolgoka, and that quickly Quad City clears the zone. Played along the boards in front of the Quad City bench. Fournier has it. Fournier lifts one into the corner. Back to Dennis Golka behind the Bulls bench, or behind the Bulls net. Played, though, by McGregor Sinclair, and he'll skate it out himself through center ice. Drops it for Pace. Played behind the net by Quad City is played there. Golka had it, lost it, but Quad City clears. Virgili taps one in advance, takes it away from him with 3.5 to go here in the first period. Crowd trying to get the Bulls into this game, having a rough time doing it. Played behind the net, Bailey Birkin whips it around the boards. Sinclair, good job. Forechecking, keeps it alive. Quad City does manage to clear, and it comes back into the Bulls zone where Romeo picks it up. Ryan Romeo off the skate of Quad City's defense. They'll turn the puck, send it right back in. Played behind the net. And this will be icing on Quad City. 3:04 to go in the first period of play. Birmingham out shooting, which is kind of odd, out shooting Quad City 11-7 as we speak, trailing in this game 2-0, and to be honest, it could be 3 or 4-0 easily. Birmingham really hasn't had an excellent, if you want to use that word, scoring opportunity. They've had a couple of chances where they were in alone behind the defense, but couldn't control the puck, couldn't get the shot off. Bailey Birkin helped himself out the last time when Jonathan Pace broke free. But you get the feeling right now that Birmingham searching for an answer. Right now, Quad City has came out and taken it to the Birmingham Bulls. Last time Birmingham lost on home ice was November 9th, a 4-0 loss to Pensacola. November 9th is the last home loss Birmingham has had. It's a long time ago. Face-off in the Quad City zone to the right of Birkin. Greg Glover lost it to Seacoast, played in the corner. Behind the net, Kozarev digs it free. Nowhere to go with the puck, though. Drives it for Glover. Now puck bounces along that far face-off circle, and Quad City clears. Tucker Firth has it. Whips it right back in. Played behind the net. Gets past Glover. Along the near boards, Firth tried to keep it in. Couldn't do it. Wiesner will take it, and he'll send it back to Ryan Romeo in his own zone. Both teams changing. Romeo sends it near side for Firth. Cross-ice pass for Wiesner. Avoids the hit from Lundqvist. Tips it into the Quad City zone. Moran, he'll whip it around the near side. Levesque and Radin looking for it. Played by Quad City around the far boards. Jonathan Pace has it. Pace sends a wrister looking for a deflection. It's blocked by Palmerville, and Quad City clears. Right back into the Quad City zone. Moran has it. Off the boards, played far side. Here comes Levesque. Looking up front for Gullo, couldn't connect. Chase Carter catches up with the puck in the corner. Pressured by Gullo, forechecking there by Quad City. They've done a really good job of that thus far in the first period. A dangerous pass right through the slot. They've got to stop doing that. Now Wiesner takes it and sends it into the Quad City zone. He's hit it with a stick there by Elliott St. Pierre. No call. Wiesner giving him a look. Maybe things will heat up that way. Carson Rose takes the puck in the Quad City zone. Backhands one through the crease. Taken there by Cole Golka through center ice. Has Gullo with him. Golka will just back skated into his own zone. We're down to 1:20 to go here in the first period. Puck set the length of the ice. This is going to be an icing call. The face-off will come back down in the Quad City zone. I do not like to see any defensive pass that goes right in front of the goaltender. A defensive zone, take the puck, wrap it off the glass, wrap it off the boards. Don't send it in harm's way right through the slot and expect your goaltender to bail you out. You just can't do it at any level of hockey. They don't even do that in the NHL. Face off to the left of Bailey Birkin in the Quad City zone. Now drop it again. A nice crowd filing in. Very few seats available. The University of Alabama hockey team playing next door while we're playing on this side. Now whistle blows again. Birmingham had won the draw. Linesman blew the whistle. I guess premature movement around the perimeter of that face-off circle, and they'll try it again. 1:17 left in the first period. Bulls trail 2-0. Now toss Quad City back to the face-off circle. Golka toss for Tommy Seco. Sinclair for Birmingham on the draw. Sinclair wins. Kolatashi faked the slap shot. Now it's played in front, looking for Sinclair, intercepted by Palmerville. And look out, 3-on-1. Here comes Quad City. Seco's can't get around the defensive. Kolatashi, a centering pass there for Golka off the mark. And Birmingham tries to turn it. Sinclair brings it into the Quad City zone with less than a minute to go here in the first period. Quad City clears. In his own zone, Ryan Romeo plays it behind his net. We're down to 45 seconds remaining in the period. Long pass through the center ice zone. Tried to connect it to Donahue. Donahue a little frustrated, bent over. Couldn't catch up with the puck, so the face-off will come all the way back down into the Bull zone. I just don't see the same hockey team playing tonight that I saw last night for Birmingham. They'll be fortunate to get out of this period down 2-0. For the remaining 40 minutes, I'm sure the coaching staff will go in and do something about it. But you got to do something immediately to get this crowd in the game. It's too big of a crowd to have everybody sitting on their hands. Through center ice, Nikita Kozarev has it. Has Glover with him. Gives it to Drake Glover. He's pressured. Sends it in down low. Kozarev, a centering pass for Wiesner. Intercepted. Comes right back off the boards in front of Bailey Birkin. Now Glover, as Birkin covers up, pushing and shoving. Wiesner gets involved as well. He's collared there by Marcin Kavich. Now first comes in Glover. And Fournier wants to go with Glover. Now go. Here we go. Glover and Fournier. Not a good trade-off for Birmingham. Great Glover and Fournier throwing the rise, grabbing each other. A left there by Fournier. Holding on is Glover. As is Fournier. Not a lot of punches being thrown, just a lot of arms flying everywhere. And the linesman will step in and separate those two. And I say that's not a good trade because that's exactly what Quad City wants you to do. Drake Glover, Birmingham's leading scorer, now goes off the ice for at the very least 5 minutes. While his partner that danced with him, who scored only one goal all year long, Dylan Fournier. That's exactly what Quad City wanted to happen. And with 19 seconds remaining in the first period of play, that of course will spill over into the second period. Birmingham's got some, here's the call.
Minutes for fighting, number 4, Dylan Fournier, 5 minutes for fighting. Birmingham penalty, number 19, Drake Glover, 5 minutes for fighting. Number 19, Drake Glover, 5 minutes for fighting.
Both players get 5 minutes for fighting, but as I said before, you've traded players. You've taken one player from each team off the ice. One for Birmingham has scored 19 goals, 12 assists, 31 points, fourth in the league in scoring, is a plus 21 when he's on the ice. The other is Dylan Fournier. Fournier's got one goal, -7, 45 penalty minutes. Half of his points have came on the power play. After the fight was over with, Fournier was celebrating, not because he won the fight, but because he did exactly what he was supposed to do, take Birmingham's best player off the ice. 19 seconds to go here in the first period, face-off outside the Quad City zone. Tommy Seco's for Quad City, opposite McTavish for Birmingham. Birmingham's going to have to do some searching in that locker room to find their game and find a little intensity because it's missing. It's just missing right now. Face-off drop. McTavish wins. Tucker Firth has it. He'll whip one around the boards far side. Radin plays it in front. Now St. Pierre takes Wiesner down. Wiesner had an opportunity for a deflection, couldn't do it. Firth with a shot as we're down to 2 seconds, one, and that'll do it for the first period of play. Now some after the whistle here, it looked like Philippe Virgili looking for a dance partner out there. He's laughing about it now. He couldn't find anybody now. Both teams skating through each other to go to the respective benches at the end of the first period. Craig Simchuk and Kevin Kerr need to sit down in that locker room and ask these guys how badly they want to play hockey tonight. That's all I can say. Right now, Quad City taking it to them in every way. Birmingham inexplicably out shooting Quad City 12-7. I kind of question that, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, they go into the locker room trailing 2-0 to a team that's 8th in the league and a team we dominated last night. Quad City, when leading after one period of play, is 9-2-0. When leading after one period of play, Birmingham, consequently, when trailing at the end of one period of play, has only happened twice this year, and they've won one of those games. It's time to do some soul searching in that locker room. We got 40 minutes of hockey left. Plenty of hockey to go. We're only down by 2. That's nothing. That's not a huge lead at all. But one thing's for sure, we've got to get some intensity out there. We've got to start playing smarter. And we got to find somebody else to play a little bit rougher than Drake Glover. He doesn't need to be the one to try and stir things up with his fights. We need him on the ice scoring goals. Okay, we're at the end of one period of play. I'm going to take a break since I'm alone. Greg Drevity's coaching the University of Alabama hockey team next door. I'll poke my head in there to see how they're doing. Hopefully he'll be back when that game is over with. They started before this one did. But at the end of one period of play, Birmingham trails Quad City by a score of 2-0. Jody Chernesky at the Pelham Civic Complex, and you're listening and watching Birmingham Bulls hockey.
You are the barbecue boss, the sultan of spatula.
And upon the first bite of Whataburger's barbecue bacon burger, you think, hey, I could make this.
Your barbecue sauce might not be as smoky, and you probably wouldn't put both smoked cheddar and Monterey Jack on it. And you... Wait, is that bacon? Good thing there's room for more than one poobah of the pit.
Good thing there's the limited-time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
This is a shout out to the professional tailgaters, game day grillers, and potluck pros. Whether you bake it, smoke it, stack it, or melt it, there's nothing more important than how you cook up your team spirit while serving it with an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or Coke Life. We may not all agree on the best game day food, but when you serve your meals with a Coke, you know you've got yourself a winner. Enjoy an ice-cold Coca-Cola at the Birmingham Bulls game. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling.
It's the classic dilemma at Whataburger. You pick up your patty melt with 2 fresh all-beef patties, melted Monterey Jack cheese, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce, and just when you're about to dig into Whataburger's take on this all-time classic, someone utters the dreaded words.
Can I have a bite?
Should you? Shouldn't you? Maybe you just take a big bite so you don't have to answer. Good thing that dilemma's over. Good thing there's the patty melt at Whataburger.
Jody Chernesky back here at the Pelham Civic Complex at the end of one period of play. The Birmingham Bulls trail Quad City by a score of 2-0. Real quickly, a summary of the scoring in that first period. At 5:12 of the first period, Philippe Virgili got the scoring underway, scoring his 3rd goal of the year. The assists on the play go to Dylan Fournier and Mike Moran. It's an even strength goal. At 8:44, Cole Gorka scored his 10th of the year. The assist on that play, Tommy Sikos, as well as Philippe Virgilia's 2nd point of the night, another even strength goal. And that would be it for the scoring in the first period. Birmingham could not break the scoreboard, but to be quite honest with you, they couldn't get out of their own way. They had found it difficult to put 2-3 passes together. They had really no offensive zone time where it was at least being able to get a shot and a few rebounds. It just did not go their way. Maybe the last 20 minutes or 40 minutes of this game, things will change, but I know in that locker room there's a lot of discussions being made right now about the intensity of this team and the smartness of the play. Either way, we're going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Score at the end of one period of play, Birmingham trailing Quad City by a score of 2-0. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey.
First chicken and wing is a chance to win with free stuff thanks to our friends at Monsters. Make some noise for Buddy, our winner tonight.
Jody Janicki back at the Pelham Civic Complex at the end of one period of play right before the second. Birmingham Bulls find themselves in a strange position, trailing at home 2-0 to the Quad City Storm. It's been a long time since Birmingham lost a game in regulation. The last regulation loss for Birmingham, November 22nd. The last home loss Birmingham had all the way back on November 4th. As both teams make their way back onto the ice, I would love to have been in the locker room to see exactly, or for that matter, really hear exactly just how many four-letter words could be screamed between two coaches, Craig Simchuk and Kevin Kerr, to their players. But I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit different of a Birmingham hockey team in the second period than we saw in the first. In that first period, there was very little positive things happened for Birmingham. As a matter of fact, I can't remember a sequence of 2 or 3 passes in succession that were successful. I don't remember of anything greater than 10 to 15 seconds worth of offensive zone times, and most of that was spent fighting for the puck. Things need to change, and they need to change quickly. In between periods, I did have a chance to talk with a few of the players' families. Thank goodness word did spread. Colleen and Sandy Romeo, Ryan Romeo's parents came to see me again. Such nice people. They informed me that his uncle was here as well as his brother Nick and his family. I met Matt Wiesner's mom, Debbie. I'd never had a chance to meet her before. Very nice lady. Came by to say hello. Very complimentary. She also informed us that Carson Vance's parents, Penny and Randy, and his brother Noah were in town as well. I haven't had a chance to meet them. Maybe after the game in the Players' Tunnel, I'll have a chance to say hello. So if you have a chance, make sure you give them a text, and at the end of the game, look me up. I usually walk through the locker room 10, 15 minutes after the game's over with, through the hallway. Please ask them to say hello. I'd love to meet them. All right, let's see what can happen. Let's see what happened in that locker room as we start the second period of play. McTavish on the draw wins, and Birmingham's Ryan Romeo wraps it around the boards deep, takes the hit from Moran, and Quad City clears. Chasing after it, Moran along with Romeo. Romeo catches up with it first. Now Tucker Firth loses it. Bad angle shot. Save made by Stewart. Firth picks the puck up, far circle. Draws it back for Romeo, return for Firth. McTavish has it. Brings it into the Quad City zone, draws it for Kozarev, a shot blocker save made by Birkin. And Levesque clears for Quad City. All the way down the ice, Vance catches up with it, and an icing is called on Quad City. 19:22 to go here in the second period of play. Birmingham trying to get something positive to happen. Anything that happens positively, whether it be a big hit, a goal, just Birmingham controlling the play is going to make this crowd erupt, and that's exactly what they need. Lazy cross-ice pass, Kulatarchi gets it. Sends one off the boards, bounced in front, picked up by Quad City, and back come the Storm. They'll send one into the far corner. Levesque and Vance go into the boards after it. It comes free for Dylan Johnson. Johnson wraps one out for Sinclair at the center ice stripe, gets away from him, and is played by Lundqvist. From Momont through center ice to Seacos. Seacos sends it in around the boards. Vance loses it. It's taken there by Virgili. Far face-off circle. He turns and spins, and shot never made it through. Now Sinclair has it at the center ice stripe. He'll turn and send it in deep. Just underway, second period, 2-0 Quad City as the Storm clear the zone. Chase Carter back in his own zone to pick it up. He's pressured there by Golka. Quad City still doing some forechecking in the Bulls zone. Now a check from behind. That's got to be a penalty there on Virgili. He absolutely nailed Matt Wiesner from behind. Got his elbow up as well, and thankfully and smartfully, Wiesner just skates away. Does nothing about it. Birmingham will go on the power play. That was a dangerous hit. Dangerous hit.
Philippe Virgili, 2 minutes for roughing. Number 17, Philippe Virgili, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty.
All right, Virgili goes off for roughing. He's had a hand in both Quad City goals. He scored the first one, assisted on the second one, but that was not A smart play by Virgilian could have been one that hurt Matt Wiesner. Wiesner's not the largest of individuals, and he took it squarely in the back. Birmingham start their second power play of the night. 0 for 1 thus far. Off the draw, Vance sends it far side for Rose. Now he sets it up for Kozarev. For Vance, he takes a shot deflected by Seacoast. Play off the boards for Rose in front. Save made. Rebound. Sinclair's shot. Never made it through. Carson Rose keeps it alive for Vance. Birmingham finally getting some offensive zone time. Now Moran takes it away from Sinclair's, and he'll skate away through center ice. Gets past Carson Rose. He'll go after the puck and beat Vance to the puck. Behind that goal line is played. 3 Bulls back. Tries to take it away from Moran and can't do it. Finally, Vance comes up with it. 1:20 to go on the power play for Birmingham. Carson Vance through center ice. Drops it back for Kozarev. Gives it to Sinclair. Sends one around the boards past Birkin. Elliott St. Pierre stops it for Quad City. Played along the boards but not out. Comes up in the air. Quad City does clear the zone. And Cole Golka has it. Into the Bull zone. Hit there by Vance. Played by Emoff. Along the near side, Birmingham once again having trouble getting things together. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Carson Vance slowly through his own zone. Gives it for Carson Rose. He'll skate in. It's poked away from him easily as Lundqvist clears it himself. Stewart out of his net. He'll play it and leave it for Ryan Romeo. We're down to 25 seconds remaining in the power play. McTavish skates through center ice. Off of his stick, poked away from Seacoast. He'll gain the loose puck though and bring it in. McTavish down low, around the boards, played far side. Romeo has it. 10 seconds to go in the power play for Birmingham. Now a centering pass there made by Radin. No one home for Birmingham, and that'll just about do it. 2 seconds, 1. Power play is over for Birmingham. Dylan Johnson brings it in the Quad City zone. Johnson near far face-off circle, takes a shot, blocked in front. Then the save was made and face-off in the Quad City zone to the right of Bailey Birkin. Tucker Firth along with Dylan Radin, as I mentioned to start the game. Now's their opportunity to show what they can do. They got a lot of power play time there on the ice. Not a lot to show for it though. Carson Rose, along with Sinclair and Johnson out for Birmingham. Chase Carter, Jonathan Pace for Birmingham. Face off along that board. Loose puck picked up by Johnson. Tried to center it for Sinclair, couldn't do it. Puck played along the far boards. Quad City will send it far side and out. Marcin Kavik's backhands one where it's intercepted by Carson Rose, who'll skate it back in. Rose takes a shot, almost made it through the 5-hole there of Bailey Birkin, but he squeezes the pass together and he'll hold on. I believe what you're going to see now is a little bit more ice time for the regulars. Not that Tucker Firth and Dylan Radin don't deserve it, but Birmingham finds himself down 2-0 with 15:50 to go in the second period. It's time to turn the afterburners on, folks. Time to play hockey. Face off to the left of Bailey Birkin, controlled by the Bulls. Pace for Rose, sends one through the slot. No one there to corral the puck, played by Levesque, far boards. Nikola Levesque of Quad City tries to kick it free for Seacoast. It comes out through the slot. Quad City clears. Seacoast racing in after, catches up with it. Seacoast sends one through the slot, looking for Levesque, couldn't connect. Now Dylan Johnson has it. They'll try and clear. Forechecking of Quad City paying off. They're controlling the puck in the Bull zone. Played behind the net, bounced one in front. Seacoast was there, couldn't get a shot off. Played behind into the corner now. Levesque is there for Quad City, fighting for it. Puck comes free. St. Pierre's shot deflected by Carson Rose. Played along the far boards. Quad City keeping it alive in the Bull zone. Levesque goes down. Played in the corner. He gets back up with the puck. Comes free. There's a shot taken. Save made by Stewart. As Scotty Koash came out with the puck from the corner, walked right out in front, got a backhander off. Stewart makes the save. So a face-off will come up in the Bull zone to his left. As we take a media timeout. 2-0 Quad City over the Birmingham Bulls. 14:53 to go, second period. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey.
You are the barbecue boss, the sultan of spatula.
And upon the first bite of Whataburger's barbecue bacon burger, you think, hey, I could make this.
Your barbecue sauce might not be as smoky, and you probably wouldn't put both smoked cheddar and Monterey Jack on it. And you... Wait, is that bacon? Good thing there's room for more than one poobah of the pit.
Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
This is a shout out to the professional tailgaters, game day grillers, and potluck pros. Whether you bake it, smoke it, stack it, or melt it, there's nothing more important than how you cook up your team spirit while serving it with an ice cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or Coke Light. We may not all agree on the best game day food, but when you serve your meals with a Coke, you know you've got yourself a winner. Enjoy an ice cold Coca-Cola at the Birmingham Bulls game. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling.
All right, Jody Cherniski back at the Pelham Civic Complex. Birmingham trailing, visiting Quad City Storm 2-0 with the faceoff in the Bulls zone. Greg Glover on the draw for the Bulls. Mason Emoff for Quad City. Now Glover will be tossed. Donahue will come in his place. Control on the far boards. Fournier keeps it alive for Quad City, sends it behind the net. Played along the near boards. Donahue will take it, tried to set it up for Glover out of his reach. This one will go all the way into the Quad City zone. And icing is called on the Birmingham Bulls. Face off right back down in the Bull zone. Quad City causing the Bulls all kinds of problems with their forechecking. They're clogging up the neutral zone, making it difficult for Birmingham to take control of the puck and skate it in. And when the puck is in the Bull zone, they're sending 1, 2, sometimes 3 people deep to try and take the puck away. Just like then, Marcin Kavics takes the puck away, centering pass, no one there. Birmingham skates it out. Carson Vance sends a weak backhander and would have went wide. Bailey Birkin holds on to it, taking no chance of a loose puck there being picked up and a cheap goal, so a faceoff will come in the Quad City zone. Dylan Radin out with McTavish. Carson Vance and Kolatarsi on defense with Matt Wiesner as well up front. McTavish on the draw for Birmingham to the left of Bailey Birkin. Off the draw, Wiesner had it for a moment, lost it. Quad City takes it and brings it into the Bulls zone. Marcin Kavics can't get past Kolatarsi. Loose puck behind the net, played by the Bulls' Vance. Kolatarsi ahead for Wiesner, pokes it into the Quad City zone. Momont picks it up, spins and turns, gets it out. Wiesner tried it just a hair offside. The puck escaped that blue line as he brought it back in. So offside is called on the Bulls with 14 minutes to go here in the second period. Seacoast on the draw for Quad City, Wiesner for the Bulls. Loose there, right at that face-off spot. Wiesner sends it in himself. Picked up by Gary Lindbergh. Played along the little boards here, picked up by Seacoast. Tries to get it past Wiesner and couldn't. Wiesner takes it. Spins, tries to get it in deep, knocked off by the Quad City defense. Wiesner takes it right back, though. A good job defensively, sends it right back in the Quad City zone. Seacoast wraps one off the boards at center ice where Romeo picks it up for Atchison. Atchison gets away from Golka, but not away from Seacoast. And a whistle blows as Seacoast and Atchison knee-to-knee hit there. Atchison stretching out that right leg. And Seacoast will go off to the penalty box. Birmingham will be on the third power play of the night. And Seacoast goes for knee. I'm not quite sure that was an intentional knee, but their knees did get together, and I believe Seacoast probably could have got out of the way, which is the reason this penalty was called. Birmingham back on the power play. Third of the night, 0 for 2 thus far. I just want to see some heavy offensive zone time here. We can get the shots off, just keep the puck in the offensive zone. Carson Vance has it. Draws it for Kozarev, near face-off circle. Cross-ice pass, couldn't connect with Rose. Rose takes it though, back to Vance. Near side, Kozarev. Looking for somewhere to go. Kozarev back to Vance. Sends a wrister through, save made. Rebound behind the net. Imhoff has it. Sinclair trying to take it away from him on the forecheck. Puck comes free. Kozarev sends it down low for Rose to Vance. Far side, Carson Rose back to Vance. Kozarev has it for Rose. Back to Rose. Through the slot. Elected not to shoot. Back to Carson Vance. We're down to 1:05 to go in the power play. Kozarev with the puck. Plays it down low. Return for Kozarev to Glover. Back to Carson Vance. Slap shot goes wide. Rose plays it behind the net. Gets past Kozarev, but kept alive by Drake Glover. Down low for Kozarev. Now Vance has it for Kozarev down low. Glover tried a backhander, save made, and Quad City clears. 35 seconds to go in the power play as Carson Rose sends it in deep, played by Birkin for Moran, and he clears the puck all the way down into the Bull zone. Golka giving chase along with Ryan Romeo. Romeo catches up with it first, gives it to Wiesner. We're down to 20 seconds to go in the power play. Time for one last rush for Birmingham as Wiesner gets going through center ice. Sends it. Here's McTavish. Tries a wrap around. Score! Wiesner with a great play. Took the puck in his own zone. Skated through center ice. Got around the defenseman. Set it up for McTavish. Bailey Birkin tried to poke it away from him as McTavish skated behind the net, and the wraparound just made it in. Birmingham gets back to within one. 8:32, the time of the goal. And that's a big one. That's a much-needed goal for a lot of reasons. It cuts the lead in half, gets the crowd involved. Now there's some talking, some pushing and shoving going on. Now you have engagement. Now you have something brewing. Now you have some intensity. And now you have a different hockey game. Some scraping going on the ice. Here's the call of the goal.
For number 18, Troy McTavish. His 6th goal of the season. The assist to number 54, Matt Wiesner. And number 8, Scott Donahue. Power play and first Bulls goal scored in 8:30.
The Birmingham converts on the third power play of the night, now 1 for 3. 6th goal of the year for McTavish. Wiesner, great play to set that play up, to set that goal up. Donahue on the secondary assist. Let's see what kind of fire that lights not only in the Bulls but the crowd. Back to action, Fournier. Plays it far side return. Fournier gets away from Radin. He'll skate through center ice, brings it into the Bull zone, gets past Carter, looking for a place to go. Loose puck, picked up by Radin. He tries to find a place to go. Fans on the pass. It comes to McTavish. His shot goes wide. Far boys, Wiesner tries to play it. It's picked up by Quad City, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here comes Seacoast. Pace back defensively. Seacoast with a shot just wide of that far side. Now Lundqvist has it. Down low, deflected by a Bull that almost went in. Now Radin takes a hit from behind from Lundqvist. Marcin Kavics with a shot from just inside the blue line, and Stewart gets the mid up, makes the save, but just as I said, now the crowd's engaged. Now there's some excitement in the air. Now a simple save by Stewart that would never have went in had it missed him. It would have went high. It elevates the crowd and excites them. Now you've got a different kind of a hockey game. Now let's keep it going. Face off to the right of Hayden Stewart. Sinclair tossed. Face off controlled by the Bulls. Tarsi gives it up for Sinclair into the Quad City zone. Sinclair tries to get away from Lundquist, can't do it, but the puck comes near side for Tarsi. Cross ice pass for Vance. Down low, they'll cycle it, looking for Rose. Tarsi will pinch in along the corner. Comes free for Rose, centering pass for Sinclair. Loose, comes straight to Birkin, and he holds on as Birmingham was cycling the puck well. Puck came free, just could not get a lot on the shot. But nonetheless, Birkin had to make the save. So a face-off will come back in the Quad City zone. 10:18 to go here in the second period of play. Quad City 2, Birmingham 1. The line of Kozarev, Glover. Donahue out for Birmingham. Tarsi, Vance on defense. There's a shot taken by Kozarev, goes wide. Right off the draw. This is a line that can't score. Now Vance keeps it alive. Donahue spins, turns, tries to get it in deep, can't do it. Quad City clears. Vance will have to come back quickly to get it. Ahead for Glover, tips it past Donahue. Down into the Quad City zone, and an icing is called on the Bulls, and we'll have our media timeout here with 9:56 to go here in the second period of play. Birmingham trailing Quad City 2-1. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey.
You are the barbecue boss, the sultan.
It's the classic dilemma at Whataburger. You pick up your patty melt with 2 fresh all-beef patties, melted Monterey Jack cheese, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. And just when you're about to dig into Whataburger's take on this all-time classic, someone utters the dreaded words.
Can I have a bite?
Should you? Shouldn't you? Maybe you just take a big bite so you don't have to answer. Good thing that dilemma's over. Good thing there's the patty melt at Whataburger.
Okay, Jody Chernesky back at the Pelham Civic Complex. Birmingham trailing Quad City 2-1 with 9:56 to go here in the second period of play. For those that are interested, I did peek my head across the building to check in on the University of Alabama and South Carolina, and my partner, Greg Dreveny, head coach, University of Alabama, and I saw something he probably is not happy with. South Carolina leading Alabama 5-0. I don't know what period it was, though I didn't bother to check. Face-off in the Bulls zone. Moran on the draw wins it, but they'll have to drop it again. There was movement before the drop of the puck. Glover and Moran will try it one more time. Face-off controlled by Quad City. St. Pierre has it. Near side, Palmerville. Try to cross-ice pass, intercepted by Kozarev. He wraps one off the glass and out. Donahue giving chase along with St. Pierre. Now Donahue returning the forechecking favor, comes in after it. Loose puck, played cross-ice. Tarsi has it. He sends one in. That one would have went wide, but Birkin holds on to it with that glove. Birmingham now sending in the forecheckers as Quad City had been doing the entire game. A little taste of their own medicine. The problem with that is when you send too many forecheckers in, you leave yourself on the back end open, and sometimes odd man rushes can occur, and you wind up looking at a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 off the draw. Loose along the near boards, played by Atchison behind the net. Momot along with Wiesner fighting for it. The puck comes free now. Penalty will come up on Birmingham as Seacoast went down. Now they're going to call the Seacoast, I thought was the recipient, but there's going to be a call here as the whistle blew with the possession in Quad City's control. I thought the penalty was on Birmingham. The referee's arm went up. Maybe there's no call at all, but it looks to me, though, as Momot heading off to the penalty box. Seacoast trying to get an explanation from the referee. Here's the call.
Momot, 2 minutes for hooking. Number 91, Trevor Momot, 2 minutes for the hook. Time of the penalty, 10:43.
Well, that's an offensive zone penalty. or defensive zone penalty, that is, for Quad City. Momont on the call, still being questioned by Tommy Seacoast. Birmingham back on the power play. 1 for 3 thus far tonight. The last power play resulted in a goal off the stick of. Now Birmingham's Romeo has it. He'll send it far side for Atchison. Return to Atchison. Back to Ryan Romeo. Dylan Johnson takes the shot. That one goes high into the netting and out of play. McTavish with the power play goal for Birmingham. Their only goal of the night, his 6th of the year. The assist worked to Wiesner and Donahue. Birmingham looking for the equalizer right now. Quad City will change their penalty killers. At least 2 of them as Moran and Seacoast come off the ice. Birmingham has 4 players across that face-off circle. Controlled now, that went down. Wiesner went down, no call. Birmingham's Ryan Romeo has it just inside his blue line. Far side pass for Johnson. For McTavish. Back to Romeo, his shot whistles wide. Johnson picks the rebound up. Far corner taken away from him. Can't clear. Birmingham's McTavish keeps it alive. For Romeo. Far side, McTavish one-timer once again. Here we go, stick explodes. That happened 13 times last night. And for the first time tonight it happened again, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. We're down to a minute to go on the power play for Birmingham. Sinclair drops it back for Kozarev. Moran goes down. Sinclair has it. He sends one in front. Kozarev picks it up, sends it back for Vance. Cross ice pass Rose for Kozarev. Bounces off his stick. Vance was there though. Puck played behind the net. Sinclair and St. Pierre fighting for it. Bulls come out with the puck. Rose near side. Kozarev, a shot blocked in the defense by Moran, and he clears. Out of his net, Stewart leaves it for Vance. We're down to 20 seconds to go in the Bulls power play. 7:34 to go here in the second period. Kozarev through center ice, gains the zone, drops it. Vance lets it go for Sinclair. Return for Carson Vance. Far side, Rose, a wrister. Goes wide, played along the near side. Kozarev has it. In front, Sinclair with a shot save. Rebound blocked by the defense. Now Sinclair has another whack at it. Save made by Birkin. Both teams back at full strength. Quad City kills the penalty. Vance with the puck. He'll lift one off the boards down low, played by Golka, and he'll skate away with the puck. Cole Golka gets past Atchison, ahead for Emoff, who sends it into the Bulls zone. 6:50 to go here in the second period. Bulls trail by 1. Atchison ahead for Radin. He can't control the puck. Picked up now by Fournier, and he'll clear. Chase Carter has it for Birmingham. Atchison takes it from him. Played by Jonathan Pace. He sends one right back in, but this one's going to be blown dead. They'll call that offside, so a face-off will come back. Just outside the Birmingham blue line. 6:32 to go here in the second period of play. Rose had an opportunity there on that one-timer, but his stick just broke in half. It exploded. It happened 13 times last night. 13 different sticks were destroyed, we counted. That can't be a coincidence. It just can't be. Even though they're different patterns, it can't be a coincidence. Here comes Quad City. Momont has it, drops it back. Save made. That one whistled wide off the stick of Quad City. Now a shot, save made. Marcin Kavic thought about a wraparound, couldn't get it done. Sends it near side. Fournier, a shot deflected in front. Seacoast was there. Couldn't get in the net. Now Delaney with a shot. That goes wide. Chase Carter will pick the loose puck up, and he'll try and clear for Kozarev, who does. Good pressure put on there by Quad City, but couldn't convert. Now Momont has his stick lifted there, and he goes down. No call. Quad City bench hot about that. Puck played back by the Storm. Marcin Kavic has it at center ice, has Golka with him. Marcin Kavic tries to give it to Golka. He does. Now deflected in front, goes behind the net. Marcin Kavics picks it up. Tries to spin away from Chase Carter. He gives it to Moran. Behind the net, Marcin Kavics loses it. Picked up by McGregor Sinclair. Sends it around the near boards. Golka tries to get it from Carter. Chase Carter picks it up. Gives it to Sinclair, and here come the Bulls. Sinclair, far side. Tried to set it up for Johnson, out of his reach. Played along the corner. Crowd trying to get the Bulls into this. It's played by Romeo. Far side. Firth with a shot. Save made. Rebound picked up by Golka, far corner, and here comes Quad City. Big hit there by Firth with a hip check. I love to see that. Play goes on. Virgili gets back up from that check. He goes down along with Romeo. That's played along the boards. Far side. Weak shot picked up by Tucker Firth, and he clears. Puck comes for Carson Rose. One man back. Rose, a save made by Birkin. Wiesner goes into the boards. Birkin had no idea where the rebound was. Firth picks it up in his own zone. Gives it for Atchison. Atchison. One man back defensively. Gives it up. Shot taken by Radin. Goes just far side of the post. Picked up by Lindbergh, and he sends it in. A deflection in front. Romeo was there. Comes right to Stewart. As the deflection was taken there, I believe it was Mason Emoff who got the deflected from the shot from the far boards. But Stewart, equal to the task, holds on. They're still having a discussion. Just to the left of the Bulls' net with 4:03 to go here in the second period of play. Bulls trailing 2-1. We'll have a media timeout. Stay with us. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey.
You are the barbecue boss, the sultan of spatula.
And upon the first bite of Whataburger's barbecue bacon burger, you think, hey, I can make this.
Your barbecue sauce might not be as smoky, and you probably wouldn't put both smoked cheddar and Monterey Jack on it. And you... Wait, is that bacon? Good thing there's room for more than one poobah of the pit.
Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Jody Chinesky back at the Pelham Civic Complex. Quad City leading the Birmingham Bulls by a score of 2-1, 4:03 to go here in the second period of play. Next goal is going to be huge for sure, but Birmingham, at the very least, has turned the table somewhat here in the second, because in the first period it was all Quad City. We just need another one to break it, to break the ice. Even this game up. Face off to the left of Hayden Stewart. Seacoast on the draw for Quad City. Loose puck picked up by Joey Kolatarsi. He tries to get it to Kozarev and stop there just inside the blue line. Seacoast has it. Drops it back on his defense for Palmerville. Now Glover deflects that pass away. Loose through the neutral zone. Palmerville has it. Palmerville drops it for Marcin Kavics. His pass intercepted by Kozarev, and back on the Bulls. Carson Vance, a shot easily gloved by Bailey Birkin, and he holds on. With 3:31 to go here in the second period of play, face-off will come deep into the Quad City zone. Sinclair, Rose, Chase Carter, Jonathan Pace, Dylan Johnson out for Birmingham. On the draw, it looks like Michael Moran for Quad City opposite Sinclair. Bulls control. Carter plays it into the corner for Dylan Johnson. Backhands a pass for Sinclair. Skates away from Moran. He turns and takes the shot. Blocker save made by Birkin. Now the puck is loose along the far boards, plays around where it's picked up by Pace. It just bounces off the boards oddly and past him. Sinclair had to hustle back to pick it up. Now Pace gives it to Chase Carter. Another odd hop almost resulted in a break for Quad City. Now Jonathan Pace takes a hit there from Fournier. Sends the puck in. Now Radin Didn't appreciate that hit from Fournier. Bulls calling for a cross-checking. I'm not quite sure that was. But it looks like everyone's going to skate away calmly. And we'll deal with this another time. 2:55 remaining, second period. Face-off will come at center ice. We'll keep an eye on Dylan Radin and Tucker Firth to go along with Fournier. Fournier's been involved physically for a couple of games now. Wiesner takes a hit from Levesque. Levesque trying to goad his way into Wiesner, trying to get him to take a fight. Wiesner didn't bite. Good job, Matt Wiesner. Now Radin has it knocked away from him by Levesque. Puck played through center ice. That's going to be an offside call as Coash well in ahead of the play offside as Momont brought it in. I can see a little bit of the strategy here played out by Quad City. They're trying to get the quicker, diminutive, faster skaters, if you will, that has an opportunity to score for Birmingham. They're trying to get them off the ice. Levesque tried his best to make sure Matt Wiesner would go with him, but Wiesner didn't bite. Far side. Quad City plays it near side. Marcin Kavics can't get away from Romeo. Now it comes all the way in deep. Whistle blows now in front of the Quad City bench. Romeo and Wiesner will skate away. Moran is there as well for Quad City. Cooler heads will prevail. Now Garrick Lindbergh and Wiesner pushing and shoving. Firth gets in between them and Momont. Tempers are starting to flare. Right in front of the Quad City bench, they'll have the face-off. Glover and Moran. Now off the draw. We'll do it again. Movement was going on. We'll try one more time. A little trouble in front of the press row here. Sometimes fans can get unruly for no reason, and that's exactly what's happened. Now, so I apologize if you heard some language you shouldn't have. Played along the near side. Glover will try and keep it inside the offensive zone. It's played by Quad City far boards. Donahue pinching in. Couldn't keep it alive. Played back into the Bull zone. Marcin Kavics has it. Marcin Kavics has his pocket picked by Vance. It gets around the near side where Delaney has it. He'll send it down low. Moran taken away from him by Vance. And Donahue starts to play for Birmingham. Donahue drops it. There's Kozarev. He takes the shot. Save made. Rebound was laying loose, and the net comes off its moorings as two players, Carson Rose being one of them, crashed in to the side of the net. And Garrick Lindbergh the other for Quad City. 1:35 to go here in the second period of play. Face-off in the Quad City zone. Dylan Johnson out with Carson Rose and Drake Glover. Birmingham putting out some offensive firepower, trying to get one more before the end of the second period. Jonathan Pace and Chase Carter out defensively. Good draw, controlled by Sinclair. Down low, Carson Rose, a one-timer, is blocked in front by Garrick Lindbergh, and Quad City clears. Loose puck through center ice, picked up by the Bulls. Pace tried to set it up for Johnson. It's out of his reach. Played all the way back into the Bulls zone. We're down to 1:10 to go here in the second period. Pace with the puck. Gains the center ice stripe and lifts it in. Off the stick of Bailey Birkin for Lundquist, who clears. Now, big hit there along the side there by Radin on Marcin Kavics. Seacoast comes in to try and help out. Played off the boards and down. Picked up, loose puck in the Bull zone. Chase Carter has it. He tries to skate away from Virgili, does. Sets it up for Firth. Return for Chase Carter. Along the near side, Cole Golka loses it. St. Pierre picks it up, sends one blocked in front by Chase Carter. Carter has it. He'll send it behind his own net for Firth. We're down to 25 seconds to go in the period. Birmingham may just be content to skate this one out. We're down to 15 seconds to go. Firth ahead for Raiden. McTavish has his pocket pick. One last rush for Quad City. Imhoff had it. Gives it to Marcin Kavis. Couldn't get the shot off, and Birmingham's done. He deflects it into center ice, and that'll do it for the second period of play as Moran sets it up just in time for the whistle to blow. Imhoff had a chance at it. But nonetheless, that'll do it for the second period of play. Birmingham trailing by a score of 2-1. Shots on goal through two periods. Birmingham 25, Quad City 10. I'm not quite sure that's accurate, but that's what we're going to go with. 20 minutes to go. This trouble still brewing in front of press row. We'll take a break. Jody Chernesky here solo for at least a little while longer before Dreveny, my partner Greg Dreveny, comes back from the Alabama game. Announced attendance tonight, 4,039, a big crowd. Hopefully seeing something a little bit more exciting here in the third period. We'll see what happens. Jody Chernesky here. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey from the Pelham Civic Complex. Okay, Jody Chernesky back at the Pelham Civic Complex here in Pelham, Alabama. We're getting set for the third period of action. Quad City leading the Birmingham Bulls by a score 2-1. Not quite sure exactly what type of strategy that will be employed by Birmingham here in the third period, but we got to generate some offense. Right now, I still doubt the totals that I'm seeing. Birmingham with 25 shots on goal. I doubt that very seriously. It's probably half of that. Quad City is being credited right now with 10. It's probably more than that. I don't know. Maybe there's a problem in the technology somewhere. Either way, right now, Quad City with that one-goal lead. Both teams will start this third period. Even strength 5-on-5. I don't know how long that'll last. Wiesner and Levesque already, that is, Nicola Levesque already having discussions there at that center ice logo, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if Levesque doesn't try and goad Wiesner, if not others as well, into fighting. But we're underway here in the third period play. Romeo will take the puck for Birmingham behind his own net. Quickly through center ice looking for Wiesner. Wiesner takes a stick up high, and there we go already. Elliott St. Pierre roughing up Wiesner. There's going to be a penalty come. This one's going to come. I don't know if there's a retaliatory call, but nonetheless, Wiesner was basically abused by Elliott St. Pierre. Levesque, as I stated earlier, he's going to the penalty box. He's going off for the trip. Quad City has came out with one thing and one thing in mind. Take as many Bulls players off the ice as you can.
2 minutes for the trip.
Tripping on Levesque, could have been roughing on St. Pierre and probably should have been. This will be the Bulls' 5th power play of the night. 1 for 4 thus far. Very crucial power play here. Birmingham controls the draw as Carson Vance gives it to Rose. Rose takes a shot, whistles it high just over the shoulder along the far boards. Played there by the Bulls down low. Joined now by Greg Dreveny. Just ran over from the University of Alabama game. We'll talk to him in a minute. That's loose at the skate. But the skates, that is a Bailey Birkin. He covers up. Face off in the Quad Cities on Greg. I would say you've missed a lot, but you haven't. What you've missed is a very lackadaisical effort in the first period by Birmingham. Found themselves down 2-0. Fought their way back with a power play goal in the second, but here we are to start the third on the power play, trailing by 1.
Well, Jody, I just had 60 minutes of that over on the other side, so hopefully the Bulls can come out here with a better effort in the
You
third.
sound like your voice has had better days. You must have been doing some
coaching.
Yeah, okay. Played behind the net. Carson Vance picks it up for Birmingham. Now another penalty coming up. This one on Philippe Virgili. I'm telling you, Greg, Quad City doing everything they can. This one, they have basically abused Wiesner and Rose all night long. Virgili, he's going to the box now. This will be his second time over there. Birmingham will have a 5-on-3 advantage. But there's no doubt in my mind Quad City's strategy is to try and bully the Birmingham Bulls and take out as many skilled players as they can in the process.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jody, when I was down there, in between periods, Quad City was coming out. There was definitely a different look in their eyes than what we saw last night. It was like they were a lot more serious. They were ready to go, and they were chomping at nails to get out here and get after the Bulls.
Well, 5-on-3 advantage. Birmingham needs to take advantage. Rose's shot hit the post. The light went on. The referee was standing right there, immediately waving off. I agree with the referee. That clanked off the post. He's waving no goal. But a nice feed and a big one-timer by Rose. Almost, Greg, almost.
Nice setup there by the Bulls. You saw they pushed it up top for the 5-on-3, went east to west to Rose, and he ripped a laser beam. And I tell you what, Jody, that was how close. So close.
That could have easily bounced in off the inside of the post. I don't know. The light went on. It's easy for us to call it up here, no goal or a goal. But the referee was right there on the spot. They're having a discussion now with the goal judge. I've never seen that. They're bringing the goalie judge over to the Zamboni entrance to talk to the referee. The referee was right by the crease and he immediately waved it off. So shouldn't that be the end of it?
Well, in a situation like that, Jody, where you don't have a instant replay cam, the ref is just going back in, because like I said, that shot was so quick, it was in and out, and didn't careem around, hard to say, but it came in and went out at a really bizarre angle, so they'll just confer, come back out here, and I'm sure we'll get back out, no goal.
He's calling no goal, and to be honest with you, this should have been the call to begin with. You don't refer to an off-ice official to decide if it's a goal or not. As much as I like these guys, make the call on the ice and let's go. Right?
I think he's just doing due diligence there to just double check and make sure, because, hey, maybe the ref was wrong, check it with the goal judge, but I think part of that piece with the goal judge is just it's an instant reaction, flip of the hand, and we'll get back on track here, and Bulls will come back and just do it again, boys. Let's go.
All right, back to action here. Minute 53 on the penalty to Virgili. Minute 13 on the penalty to Levesque. Birmingham with a 5-on-3 skater advantage. And the face-off in the Quad City zone. Glover on the draw for Birmingham. Puck loose at their skates. Palmerville tied up by Sinclair. Now Kozera tries to kick it free and does. Glover sends it far side. Rose has it just inside the blue line. Near side Romeo. Sinclair back to Romeo. Romeo thought about a one-timer. Now it plays low. Sinclair walked it down the bottom of the face-off circle. Now there's a one-timer. Goes wide. Picked up on the rebound by Romeo. Far side Rose. Back to Romeo. Quad City packing it in tight. Defensively, that is. Kozarev circles. Far side easily tipped away by Fournier. Could have been gone to the races. Now Romeo down low for Sinclair. We're down to 29 seconds on the two-man advantage. And front Glover, should I say, may rebound loose. Sinclair picks it up. Back to Romeo. Far side Rose. His shot is blocked by Fournier. Glover has it. Bottom of the far face-off circle. Rose takes a shot. It goes high and wide. Fournier has it. He has to be spent physically. Can't get it out. Romeo alive. Keeps it there for Rose. Takes a shot. Goes wide. Now Sinclair knocked into the post by Fournier. I don't think they're going to call it, Greg, because it's already been a two-man advantage, but you're exactly right. Fournier just manhandled Sinclair.
Ref saw it, he motioned it, but whether you want to call the cross-check or whether you want to call intentional delay of game, Jody, it's there.
Well, he's waving off the line change for Quad City. He's making the same players, the same three that were on the ice, get back out there, but what's happening right now is they're getting a breather by delaying this a little bit.
A pseudo timeout, so to speak.
We're down to 5-on-4 man advantage for Birmingham as 40 seconds remain on the penalty to Philippe Virgili. Face off in the Quad City zone. Weasley for Birmingham, Seacoast for Quad City. Dylan Johnson plays it down low. Up top, Vance. Now McTavish. Vance takes a one-timer off the stick of Moran. Wiesner plays it behind the net. Palmerville tied up by Johnson. It's loose in the corner. Donahue tries to poke it free, does. It comes to Wiesner. Remember, the same penalty killers are out and have been out there for Quad City. They've got to be done. They've got to be gassed. Now Vance sends one deflected rebound right there for Wiesner, and it goes right into the gut of Bailey Birkin, and they'll have a face-off. Now they can change penalty killing units.
See, and that's the Bulls setting it up top, Jody, and I think even with the 5-on-3, I know everybody likes to push down because Quad City is making their triangle so low and the Bulls push way down, but really to me that just takes away real estate where you see on the 5-on-4, putting that guy up top causes somebody to come to him, and 5-on-3, I'm putting 2 or 3 guys in front of the net just ripping pucks from the top.
Off the draw, Quad City controls, they clear, and they kill the two-man advantage as Cole Zolka brings it in. Quick snapshot, gloves by Stewart, so we'll have the face-off there. 16:58 to go here. In the third period of play, Bulls trail by 1.
So I guess you can update me here, Jody, but I'm assuming with the Bulls with 32 shots and Quad City with 10 that Birkin's just been out of his mind.
You assume wrong. You assume wrong. I think you and I both know. I've already mentioned it. I question the shots on goal total.
Gotcha.
I don't know how far we're off, but we're off. Off the draw, Quad City has it. Tries to backhand it in deep, can't do it first, can't get it out. Marcin Kavix had it roll off his stick, far side. Dylan Johnson picks it up for the Bulls. He's taken down. There's going to be a penalty call there. This one, I believe, is going to go on Delaney now. Moran gives Johnson a big shove after the whistle blows. I don't know, Greg. There's some bullying going on out there. Nobody to answer.
I will say on our side, Jody, even though that we got pumped by South Carolina, they just worked harder. But the refs that we had on our side tonight, they were calling the stuff after the whistle, the cross checks, the slashes, anything like that outside. They weren't afraid to put two guys in the box.
Well, you got to do that if you maintain control.
Absolutely.
I don't know. You missed the Drake Glover fight tonight. Fournier somehow suckered him into it, and it was a good trade for Quad City. Take one of the leading score off the ice. And that's what they've been trying to do all night long is just bully Birmingham into silly mistakes. Bulls back on the power play. Only one power play goal in 6 opportunities tonight. We'll try it again. We just got through with a 5-on-3 advantage for almost a minute 45 and couldn't convert. Glover brings the puck in, drops it back for Rose. Near side. Vance has a Kozarev one-timer save made by Birkin. Played around the corner boards, near side. Seacoast tips it out and down into the Bull zone.
Noticing tonight a lot of perimeter shots from the Bulls, pushing it up high, pass down low to the right side.
Not a lot of traffic in front of the net, and we haven't been able to get a lot of offensive zone time either, Greg. And a lot of that due to the back checking and forechecking, really, of Quad City. But right now, we just need one to get this thing evened up. Played around the near boards. St. Pierre and Glover coming in now. Puck comes free. McTavish is there. He's hit on the play by Palmerville. Still loose in the corner. Golka trying to dig it free. Comes back to the blue line where Vance has it. He plays looking for a deflection from Glover. Just missed it as the save was made by Burke and just out of the reach of Glover. He tried but couldn't get there in time. Kozarev gives it to Vance. Near side Rose. Cross-ice pass for Glover. Intercepted by Golka and he clears. 30 seconds to go on this power play for Birmingham. Power play unit changes. 20 seconds to go now. First sets it up far side for Romeo. Looking for Donahue. Puts it a fist. Donahue with a shot. Save made. Fournier takes him down. Donahue goes into the boards hard. Now Wiesner, of all people, comes into Fournier. Didn't appreciate the way he took Donahue down. Pushing and shoving in the corner. Now Quad City players trying to get everybody away.
I think they're just trying to goad him in, Jody, and try and draw a penalty.
Donahue's maybe has a little blood drawn there. He's coming off the ice holding his face, and they're scraping it. So when he went into the boards face first, I guess it got him good.
Well, and that's one thing I'm noticing here on the Bulls are their first line power play there coming in. You know, you can see the frustration setting in a little bit. And Jody, that's a scenario where when you feel yourself getting frustrated, instead of passing the puck, you just got to shoot the puck. Because that's one of the things. They're taking so much time off the clock, moving it up, moving it across, trying to hit the seams. You know what? When the seams aren't there, plant two guys in front of the net. Birkin, he can't stop what he can't see, and then just rip the. Well, you don't even have to rip them in.
No,
you know.
But they haven't been doing that all night, Greg. And I have a theory that I'll talk to you about off the air.
All right.
But nonetheless, we just need to get one goal back as Wiesner goes to the penalty box. He was the only one. If you can, as I said, he was the only one that came up to Fournier, almost twice his size, to stand up for what happened with Donahue.
Well, we said it last night, pound for pound, right? The kid's not scared.
No.
And that's good to see.
I mean, that's the kind of player you want on your team. And I'll just leave it at that.
Well,
so Wiesner does go to the box, though. I guess he's going to get 2 minutes for roughing. I haven't heard the call yet, but it would make sense. When there's 7 seconds remaining on the penalty to Mike Moran. So unless something else is called, Quad City will have a power play for 1:53 seconds.
And nothing Quad City's way on this.
Well, Fournier and Levesque both have tried to. Here's the call.
Hey, number 54,
Yeah.
Matt.
I had a feeling it's about all they could call, but Fournier and Levesque both have been doing their absolute best to try and pull Birmingham's best players into the box with them.
Well, Jody, there's a time and the place for payback, and you know, when the refs are in the middle, you know, there's no point in getting in there on that. Just let it go. Keep your power play.
4-on-4 hockey for, that's it. Now we're on a power play for Quad City. This will be only their third of the night. They're 0 for 2. Played all the way back down and stopped there by Birkin. He'll leave it for his defense. 14:30 to go, third period. Bulls trail by 1. Moran brings it into the Bull zone. Pace watches him. Cuts behind the net. Chase Carter pokes it away. Now it's loose in the corner. Jonathan Pace comes in, shoves his man off. Puck still loose along the boards, and the Bulls clear. Dylan Johnson, watch out, you could get a slash there on Fournier.
I like the hustle, though.
Fournier drops it off for Marcin Kavix. He misses it, but it came right to Elliott St. Pierre. St. Pierre along the boards, loses it to Glover, and if we hurry 2-on-1 with Rose, bounces off of Rose's stick, though. Palmerville back defensively. Rose gets away, centering pass. Just out of the reach of Glover.
Nice move by there. Rose down low, absorbed the hit, pushed it in behind the goal line, came out, almost hit Glover for the one-timer.
Now kept in by Quad City as Palmerville plays it behind the net. In front! There was a shot there by Delaney. Didn't get through. Now McTavish turns and spins, sends it across the ice. Birmingham clears. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the Quad City power play. Delaney tips it into the Bull zone, gets past Stewart into the near corner. Momont has it, centering pass, gets past McGregor. Sinclair, that is. Palmerville down low. Momont to Virgili back at the point. Birmingham's about to get their man back. Palmerville cuts through, taken away by Vance. He can't clear. Glove by Virgili, keeps it in. Sends it far side. Wiesner back on the ice. Delivers a hit to Momont. Picked up by Kolatarsi, but he can't control. Glover lost it. Right through the slot. Shot taken by Moran. Stewart saves the day, at least for the moment, for Birmingham and holds on.
Well, and that was a gift right there, Jody. And I tell you, Glover got the puck, a little short pass there, tried to clear it up the middle, knocked down by Quad City. Stewie was there to save the day.
Face off to his right. Wiesner back out along with Johnson. Kozarev first and Romeo. Seacoast on the draw, controls, but Birmingham takes it away. That's Matt Wiesner. Flows it through center ice, looking for Kozarev. He couldn't catch up with, and the puck bounces into the Quad City bench, so a faceoff will come back in the Storm zone.
But, I mean, you're right, Jody. Offensive zone time. I mean, even since I came back in, the Bulls have been down there more than 3/4 of the time. And, you know, for the amount of time that they're getting, I just don't think the shots on goal are...
You're right. They haven't been there, and the ones that did make it in were not real good quality, Greg. Now Johnson hit into the sideboards there in the corner by Lindbergh. Seacoast fighting for it along with Wiesner. Puck comes free for Firth. Sends it far side for Romeo. Along the boards, he'll wrap it around behind the net. Wiesner couldn't get it. Now Wiesner goes down, picked up by Lindbergh. Lundqvist. He's hit. Puck comes all the way back down into the Bull zone. Icing is the call. Lundqvist, big guy, but he took a big hit then.
That was Donahue. No, Johnson. 11 Johnson came in and hit the big man over there across the boards. And we were talking about it earlier. I think Wiesner started a little energy there, got a little pump going for the Bulls. And here's Johnson following up. So maybe the rest of the Bulls will jump in here, because that's the biggest way. Finish the hits, get them out of position, then that opens up lanes to get the puck to the net.
Off the draw, Glover wins. Firth didn't shoot, sends it down low for Radin. He loses it. Picked up by Levesque. Rose hits him, causes the turnover, but Birmingham can't control and keep it in. Now whistle blows.
Must be a bull down.
Somebody's
got
down.
5 up. Yep.
Back behind the play. It's hard for us to see because it's really the boards and the glass right in front of us. When the whistle blew, I thought the linesman blew it for a hand pass because we couldn't see who's down, but it's
right.
4 Bulls over there checking out whoever it is, and he's still down.
No, I was right there with you. That's first. No, first is up.
Yeah, first is up, Raven's up. And Tavis is up. I don't know. I hope it's not Kozarel. Whoever it is, they're still down.
But no, I was following it with you, Jody. I was watching the puck come up across the blue line.
Carson Rose.
Uh-oh.
He's being taken to the locker room. I'm telling you, Greg, I said it last night and I'll say it again. I'm getting tired of our players being abused. And it's always the same ones to get abused. He's the leading one. I don't know what the league has out for Carson Rose, but he gets abused on a nightly basis and got to do something. Look, take matters in your own hands if you have to. But right now,
Wow, that's definitely the scenario there. We were watching the puck, but something definitely happened behind the play, and, you know, Carson Rose usually isn't one to just lose an edge.
no, he went down and he was woozy to get off. Now Kozarev cuts behind the net, looks for somewhere to go. Donahue takes the centering pass. Save is made, and Quad City can't clear Carter. Good job to keep it alive. To Kozarev. He takes a shot. Save made. I believe that just found the glove of Birkin more than he made the save.
Good shot by Kozarev there, and you can see Quad City just doing anything they possibly can here and just holding on for dear life. It feels like they've been hanging on to that thread for about the last 3 minutes here, Jody.
They've done a really good job forechecking that, Quad City has, but they backed off here in the third period. Sort of like a prevent defense. Of course, I still maintain that prevent defense just does that. It prevents you from winning. But right now, Birmingham needs to get some quality shots. So just put the puck on net. Glover, far corner, plays it behind the net for Donahue. Right back for Glover. Remember, Carson Rose in the locker room. He's out. Brian Bowen's in the East Coast Hockey League. He's out. Shot taken from the point by Pace, whistled wide. Now Momont collars Kozarev. Didn't haul him down. Birmingham keeps it alive. Glover kept it in. It gets past Kozarev, though, and Quad City will clear. Golka lifts it high into the Bull zone. Stewart plays it himself. Now Pace runs into Virgili. Drake Glover will take it behind his own net. 10:30 to go, third period. Bulls trail by 1. Glover calling for some help. Thought about stepping out in front. He gives it this side for Pace. Ahead for Wiesner off his stick. All the way down in with Palmerville. Send it right back out. Tarsi tried to set up McTavish. Couldn't do it. It comes right back to Joey. He lifts it into center ice. Koash backhands one deep into the near corner. Played there by Vance. McTavish backhands it to center ice. Koash couldn't clear it. Here comes Tarsi. Koash on him. Plays behind the net for McTavish. He loses it. Wiesner picks it up. Now Wiesner hustling to keep it alive. Does. Now Tarsi couldn't get a good shot off and sends it right into Mason Emoff, who skates away. Played along the far boards back into the Quad City zone. 9.5 to go. Played back into the Bull zone deep, going in after it. Delaney, he's taken down by Vance. Tried to draw a penalty, and that was silly. Now behind the net, Birmingham's Vance has it. Marcinkiewicz watches him. He'll step out in front and start the play. Off the boards for Atchison. For Dylan Johnson, and that was going to be whistled for offside on the Bulls.
I like that little spinorama, just back dump up the boards Atchison had there, but Donahue coming across the blue just couldn't quite corral the puck in and skated across the blue line without possession. The referees didn't like that one and pulled it back.
We even had a ruckus here in front of us tonight, by the way. We had to have a fan taken away. You've missed a lot. Last year when you missed this game, coaching next door, some things happened as well. But this has been a rather interesting night, at least from press row view vantage point of it. But we got to figure out a way to put one in the net here. It's just hard doing so when you can't get the possession time to get good shots off.
I mean, from what I'm seeing here, Jody, I mean, the Bulls are moving their feet. They're skating fast. They're out hustling Quad City to the puck. But if you remember last night with Birkin, as aggressive as he was coming out of the crease, that's where those low shots came in, and they got the rebounds once he was out.
Yep.
But if you're coming in shooting high on him, the kid's got great hands.
He only gave up one last night to us. So it's not that he had a bad game. Played behind the net, picked up by Atchison. He takes a hit there from Lundqvist. It's loose in the corner. Marcinkiewicz plays it for Lundqvist. Up to Delaney and out. Dylan Johnson smacks one back in the zone. Birkin will play it himself, far side. Johnson takes it away. Nowhere to go with it as Raiden was out of position. Now it comes through the slot, picked up by Quad City's Delaney. He'll give it up to Moran, who sends it right in on Stewart. He'll hold on now. Marcinkiewicz gives Romeo a shove.
Yep, here we go.
Delaney gets in front of Romeo. Marcinkiewicz comes back to his bench. Marcinkiewicz has quite a bit of a reputation himself, barking at the Bulls bench as he skates by, but...
Well, that's one of those scenarios, Jody, where you can see that Quad City here, under 10 minutes, they're not interested in going down and even trying to get another goal. They're just putting the puck deep and trying to make the Bulls play 200-foot hockey and break it all the way back out, and then get in there and mix it up and roughhouse it up a little bit to slow down the game.
Played off the face-off, but not out. Golka keeps it in. Sends one cross ice, picked up by Kozyrev, has Donahue with him, Glover near side. Kozyrev gains his own. Through the slot, nothing there. Takes a shot, save made with the stick, played behind the net now. Glover has it, had his skates, lost it, comes up the near boards, kept alive by the Bulls. Come near side, Chase Carter, slap shot, save made by Birkin. Rebound, pops all the way to the near side, but not out. Momont gets away from Donahue. Fournier with the puck now for Quad City. We're under 8 minutes to go.
Got to keep attacking them. Need two guys down there.
Birmingham starting to put the forecheck pressure on now. Pace with the puck. Lifts one looking for Wiesner out of his reach. Picked up by Momont. Now Levesque backhands one through center ice, and Kulatarsi will have to hurry up to get there before Emoff does. Played up the near side for Wiesner out of his reach. All the way back down into the Quad City zone, played by Palmerville. Quad City just content taking the puck and taking it out of the zone themselves, no matter if it's icing or not. Sinclair with it, drops it back. Now McTavish tips it in. All the way in on Birkin. He'll play it for St. Pierre, far side Palmerville. And once again, they're just lifting the puck out of the zone. Kulatarsi takes a hit. Johnson, that is, took a hit. Now it's played behind the net. Atchison had a shot at it, couldn't get it, and Koash just sends it right back into the Bull zone. Short shifts for Quad City, lifting the puck out of the zone. That's their recipe the rest of the night. Behind the net, Birkin backhands one around the near side. Atchison pinches in to keep it alive for Johnson. Gets away from Moran, couldn't get the shot off though. Dylan Johnson still with the puck. In the near corner, Lindbergh tries to take it away. Vance comes in to help out. It's played now for Firth. Firth sends a wrister well wider than that. Played far side for Marcinkiewicz. Backhands one through the slot, and Quad City clears. Ahead for Glover. Far side, Glover. Behind the net for Donahue. Has Firth at the point. Donahue turns and sends it down low, though. Glover in front looking for Raiden. Marcinkiewicz intercepts. Down low, Glover has it. He's taken down. Lundqvist on him is underneath of Glover, poked there by Moran. Now Lindbergh comes in, takes it away, and Gary Lindbergh skates through center ice. Wiesner back on him. He gives it to Marcin Kavics to the slot. Takes the shot wide. Behind the net. 2 players go down. Wiesner along with Quad City's play. Now is taken at center ice, Marcin Kavics. Delaney went down with Wiesner behind the net. Has played along the far boards. Quad City sends it right back in. We're down to 5:20 to go here in the third period. Birmingham in desperate need of puck possession, much less shots on goal. A shot deflected right through off the post. Now Beaumont with a shot. That one never made it through. Quad City turns, spins it into the near corner. Pace. A nice chip through center ice looking for McTavish. He wasn't expecting it, and Quad City sends it right back into the Bull zone. Chase Carter ahead. Tipped in by McTavish. Birkin plays it behind his own net, far side, and out of the zone. Romeo will have to catch it up for Birmingham. All the way back into the Bull zone. Birkin cleared it himself. Kolatarsi gives it to Kozarev. Kozarev takes a shot, stick to side by Birkin. Puck played along the board. Kolatarsi, a good hit there on Emhoff, and the puck comes back into the Bull zone where Carter and Levesque go in after it. Johnson helps out as well. Behind the net, Emhoff had a whack at it, but Johnson takes it for Kolatarsi, and he sends it to center ice. Birmingham doesn't need to send it to center ice. They need possession of the puck. Chase Carter, cross-ice pass for Romeo. We're down to 4 minutes to go. This sent right back in harmlessly by Coash, and Birmingham's Chase Carter behind his own net. The crowd trying to get into. Here we go. To get something going, Glover will send it in deep. Catches up with the puck, centering pass. Nobody home, Greg. And it's cleared, but not out. Pace keeps it in. Takes a shot, save, may rebound loose. Cleared by Quad City, but not out. Now it comes free to center ice. Delaney has it. Gives it ahead to Marcin Kavics. Pace back. Marcin Kavics, the shot goes high and wide. We're down to 3:20 to go here in the third period. Puck played behind the net. Pace for Vance. Center ice, McGregor Sinclair gains the zone. Can't get it in deep, and the puck comes all the way back to the Bulls zone where it's picked up by Romeo. Romeo sends one deep. McTavish comes in after, catches up with it first. Has Atchison in front, couldn't get him the puck. Now played in front, there's a shot save made off the stick of Sinclair. A nice play, a nice centering pass to Sinclair.
Nice shot there by Sinclair. Huge save by Birkin. And that's the difference right there, Jody, but what we've been talking about, where the Bulls finally got possession of the puck. They used their speed to get it down low. But what Quad City's doing is they've shut it down. They're just playing straight defensive hockey now. They've got 3 guys backed up with their backs to the net, and they're just keeping the Bulls out around the perimeter, where what you're going to have to see here in order to break through that is one of the Bulls defenders, probably the guy on the weak side, which is the furthest side from the puck, he's going to have to jam down there in front of the net. And I'm sure here with 2 minutes and 52 seconds, you got to be thinking about Stewie coming out of the net here soon.
I was going to ask you, when would you do it? If you're down by 1, you're really not getting a lot of quality opportunities and really possession time in the offensive zone. So you're taking a chance by leaving your goal mouth empty, but you got to do something.
Yeah, seeing how this one would go, you know, I would probably be looking about maybe 145, you know, about maybe another 52 seconds from now, about the 2-minute mark.
November 4th, the last home game Birmingham lost. November 22nd, the last regulation loss for Birmingham. Off the draw, Quad City has it. Fournier will send it to center ice. Birmingham has to vacate the zone as it's sent right back in. Quad City can't get it out. Sinclair trying to keep it in, can't do it. Far side picked up by Virgili. He sends it into the Bull zone where it's taken there by Golka. Now Birmingham skates with it at center ice, poked away from Wiesner. Comes right to Chase Carter. Sets it up for Kozarev. We'll keep an eye on Stewart. Kozarev with the puck at the center ice strike. Skates into the Quad City zone. Drops it back for Glover. Through the slide. Gets away from Marson Cage. Nowhere to go with it, though. And it's taken away from Glover. And Emoff clears. Vance takes it from him. Otherwise, he's gone on a breakaway. But Emoff catches up with it in the Bull zone. We're down to under 2 minutes to go. Nikita Kozarev with the puck for Birmingham. Watch for Stewart. He's easing out. Romeo gets away from Momon in front for Glover. Had Kozarev there. Stewart close to the Bulls bench. Has to go right back in. He's waiting for the word. Icing is going to be the call. I thought Stewart would come to the bench for good then, but they sent him back at least to stay in the slot. Now he's coming to the bench with 1:40 to go here in the third period.
Well, and you'll have the face-off down here off to Birkin's left-hand side, it looks like, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of the teams would call a timeout here.
Yeah. Well, as far as the draw goes, the only Bull that has had success tonight on the face-off has been McGregor Sinclair. Glover has had a real good year so far on the face-off, but McGregor Sinclair has done well tonight.
But I mean, that's the thing, Jody, with the way Quad City's playing it, the puck's down here on the glass close to us, down here on what we'll call the strong side, and they're sending 3 forwards over against the wall to play against that. But it's kind of a, it's a gamble. But from the Bulls standpoint, if Quad City's outmanning them and they're coming up with the puck every time, then they're winning the gamble. But you've got to send more guys down and battle for that puck. If they send 3, you got to send 4, and vice versa. So we'll see how the Bulls come out here. But
well, let me ask you this. Say for the first period of last night's game, Quad City's pretty much had a nice go of it the other 5 periods.
Well, because between the second and third yesterday, they tied 1-1, right?
Right. And they had the better of it tonight, no matter what the shots on goal total says. That's completely wrong. That's completely wrong. That's just wrong. Either way, Quad City's played well other than the first period last night. Agreed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Much better. And they did have a couple of acquisitions, and they shaked up the lineup a little bit. And like I said, we like Marcin Kavics, for what he shows on the ice. And the kid works hard.
Face off in the Quad City zone, and Birmingham's net is empty. 6 attackers for the Bulls. Kozarev has it. Vance is at the point. The long man at the blue line is Carson Vance. Kozarev sends it to Vance. Near side for Romeo. Not much traffic in front, Greg, as McTavish sends it back. Romeo has it. Vance a one-timer off the skate of Marcin Kavics, picked up by Kozarev behind the net. His pocket picked by Fournier, open net. Shot taken. It's going to go well wide, and this is going to be an icing call. Face off back in the Quad City zone. Greg, there's just not a lot of Bulls in front of Bailey Birkin when we have control at the blue line with the puck.
Well, part of that, Jody, is you haven't had these guys in this situation a lot this year because it's always been Owen and Rose, and
so we haven't been behind.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that there's an activation that has to happen. Everybody can't stay around the perimeter.
I don't remember the last time the Bulls' net was empty for an extra attacker. Less than a minute to go. McTavish sends it back to Romeo. Romeo sends one looking for a deflection. None there. Kozarev picks it up, gives it to Vance. Now Glover's coming off the ice in favor of Kolatarski. I'm not sure what happened there.
Lost his helmet.
Kozarev back to Vance. Near side. Romeo down low. Back to Romeo. Nowhere to go. Shot by McTavish. Save made by Birkin. He has his own rebound. For Romeo, we're down to 25 seconds. Romeo, one-timer, save made, rebound. He gobbles it up. It was there, but he held the rebound, Greg.
But what just happened there in the last 3 seconds is what we need to see every 5 seconds. One pass, shot, and everybody crashed the net. Push the defense, the goalie, and the puck across the line. That's what it's going to take here.
But you're down to 21.9 seconds remaining on the clock.
So you got
a lot of time to work that.
4 shots. But you can't go just back and forth because Quad City's just watching the clock wind down.
Face off to the right of Bailey Birkin. Glover will come in on the draw for Birmingham. Net still empty to our right. in favor of the 6th attacker. McGregor Sinclair picks the puck up for Romeo. Not a lot of time to waste. Vance with a shot. Blocked at the defense by Virgili. Comes right back to Carson Vance for Kozra. They got to shoot the puck.
You can't go down low.
Now it comes back out to Vance, far side. Kozra turns, spin, save, rebound. Romeo was there, couldn't control it. To the slot, Vance's shot is blocked by Virgili, and that's it. This one's done. Romeo had the opportunity there, an open mouth. The goal was wide open, but he just could not gain control of the puck on his stick. And Quad City, a hard-fought, well-deserved win tonight, Greg.
Well, Jody, even those 6 guys that were on the ice, you give them more time in that opportunity, and in the future, they will bury that, because you saw how everything changed once they turned that into a shooting gallery. There were opportunities all over the place, and you're right. Romeo had one on the backside. The puck was just bouncing, and, sometimes it's just that kind of a night, but like I told my guys, if you want to get the bounces, Jody, you got to come out and you got to play this strong, hard, physical game. And Quad City did that tonight. They just ragged the clock till the end and carried 2 points out of here.
I've said the last really 3 or 4 games that a win in December, January, February is worth 2 points. I want to win in April, not in December, January, February. A loss like this can go a long way, Greg, into a learning process. As I said a little earlier, Birmingham hasn't had to pull their goaltender in favor of an extra attacker since last year, the first of this year, October maybe.
Wow.
So we're learning, you got to have games like this, is my point, in order to develop that strategy, know what it takes to get the job done when it matters the most. Okay, so we lost a game tonight. We lost 2 points. But that's all we lost, though.
You lost 2 points, but some key players that you're going to have to rely on down the stretch got some important ice time, and they got to feel the pressure of what it's like to be down by a goal with under 3 minutes left to play, and Stewart comes out of the net, you got an open net, and, that's just a different feeling than when you're 5-on-5 or 5-on-4, and the net's not empty behind you. A lot more pressure when the clock's winding down that way.
Well, I said you were coaching, and this is part what I was talking about earlier, but players such as Tucker Firth, players such as Dylan Radin, players such as Eric Atchison, got a lot of ice time tonight. They have a lot of opportunity to show exactly what they can do in a situation. Now's the time to find out what kind of players you've got, not in March and April. You want to know what you got now. This was their opportunity. They got a lot of ice time to show for it. We come up short, but I still say in a loss like this, it could go a lot longer and help you out in the long run, more so than a win would have been for 2 points.
Well, especially, coming out of it 42-13, and even if the shots are off by 7, call it 42-25, Jody. I'm still saying that's a lot of shots on goal from the Bulls, but those shots, from what I saw in the third period, a lot of this, the 5 on a dice, that's what I saw out there. 2 guys up high on the point, 2 guys on the outside down low, and 1 guy kind of high in the slot in the middle, but you're not going to get any penetration on that. And a good team, a good strong defensive team, going back like Fayetteville last year, remember how they played?
Yep.
And they just created a wall in front of the house, and the Bulls just passed it around the outside. And that's one of the things that against these teams, that when this is their style of hockey, trust me, Quad City's not going to look to come in and, you're going to have a plus or minus 3 over under for them all year long. So if they win a game, it's going to be 2-1, 1-0, 3-2, and outside of that, they're probably going to be 4 and 5 goal blowouts.
Well, it was one way to look at it. It was really, in the first period, it was bad, Greg. It really was. But now that it's over and done with, you got that loss out of the way. You don't think about being unbeaten at home. You don't think about how many games in a row you have without a regulation loss. You've lost. Now let's get up there and play the hockey that it takes to win in April. You just got to get better every game, do you not?
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, from what I saw in the third period, you are seeing guys who individually out there for the Bulls, They're controlling the game. They're moving their feet. They're moving well. But when you have a shakeup in the lineup, Bowen's out, Rose goes down, and now you have to figure out who are your, where's your next three chemistry guys coming from. And that's the toughest part in any level of hockey, whatever you're doing, because guys are going to come and go. They're going to be on the IR. They're going to be in the lineup. But for the Bulls, I saw a lot of good things. Kozarevi looked like he had a good third period. You saw Johnson out there throwing the body. Donahue hit, and Wiesner looked good. I mean, you can just go down. You didn't really notice a lot of the defense because Quad City was never in Birmingham's zone hardly.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it, at least for tonight. We come back again here Monday afternoon, providing the weather doesn't change anything. I've heard it's supposed to be some bad winter-type weather. I don't know when it's supposed to hit or how much of it or what type, but we're scheduled to have a Monday afternoon matinee game here at 1 p.m. on Monday afternoon. Are you going to be able to make that?
Oh, yeah, I'll be here. With bells on.
Again, I don't know what the weather is going to allow us to do and not to do, but this is Birmingham, Alabama. We don't have plows everywhere. We don't have sand and salt trucks. So just the slightest little bit of ice and snow, and that's it. The city shuts down.
The other thing, too, Jody, is there's barely even snow tires down here. You might have the odd
I've never seen any.
Well, that's what I mean.
Everybody wears all season. I do. So, yeah, it's a little different than when I lived in Toronto, that's for sure. Okay, well, I'm sorry you missed the game. I'm glad you came by. I'm sorry you guys didn't win next door, but just one of those nights all the way around on both sides of the arena.
Absolutely, and the good news is, Jody, you know what? The sun's going to come up tomorrow, and Alabama's going to have a game against South Carolina at 5:30 here tomorrow night.
At the main arena?
That's it. And the Bulls are going to have a game Monday. So, you know what? You learn from what happened tonight, but I wouldn't get too down about it. I would just come out, figure it out, mix the lines up a little bit, find out who you're going to go with, and then come out here Monday and get 2 points.
All right, well, that'll do it. Jody Chinesky along with Greg Dreveny. Final score, Quad City 2, Birmingham 1. Join us if you can't come to the arena Monday. Join us here. We'll be back. Thank you for joining us, everyone. You've been listening to Birmingham Bulls.